Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew.
What's going on, guys? Happy Gravy Day. It is Pass the Gravy episode 492. Some might say it's Pass the Gravy 400 and Michael Strahan this week. It's Alex, Pat, and Robert, and this is our next to last episode of the year. Think about that. How time flies, fellas.
So
time
fast.
flies. Wow. We were babies beginning of 2022 and it's almost over. Before we get into things, just bringing up something we talked about last week. The World Cup is going on right now. It's going to be Argentina against France. But just something Robert had said last week. I wanted to know, like, as a Saudi Arabia fan, how do you feel about Argentina making it to the World Cup final after losing to you guys in the first game of the whole thing? Are you like happy because you beat them, or are you more like, damn it, I thought we were their downfall?
I just think that I want it to be over. I think
What the World Cup to be
World
over?
Cup to be
Or,
over.
like,
yeah.
oh yeah,
Mhm.
of the Saudi dominance. You want the Saudi dominance to continue? You just want the World Cup to be over? Okay. You
Mhm.
wouldn't do anything to like ruin the World Cup, though, would you?
No.
No.
Those are
No.
questions. I'm not
Those
sure
are-
that I'm at liberty to answer, but those are questions.
Of all the questions you could have asked, those were some of them. All right, we just wanted to, get the Saudi talk out of the way, so we can just, start fresh, maybe, unless it
Mhm.
comes up again.
Robert sounds real Saudi about it. Nailed it.
That's a good try.
I landed the plane on that one.
Yeah, just about. You're like Tom Hanks did or whatever it is.
Mhm.
Hey, it wasn't the textbook
you
landing,
sullied
but
it.
it landed.
It landed in the
Yeah.
Hudson, but it still landed. All right, nobody was injured.
A win's a win.
We're already in the Precome segment where we just some casual opening thoughts, ideas we had, stuff that comes up. I have been telling you guys over the last like months, I feel like, about how my apartments are now all of a sudden like allowing reserved spots, and that they are also reserving spots that aren't really reserved. There's a guy that just moved in here, and he reserved 2 spots that are right next to each other, so he can park his Subaru diagonally across both of them. And like normally I'm like, fuck that guy, but I was like, he paid for both the parking spots, so like that's kind of tight. And like there are like prime parking spots, but like he'll like back into it diagonally, just like, fuck you guys. It's just a little weird. It's like nothing against Subarus, but it's a fucking Subaru.
Yeah, I wonder
Right.
if it was. That's what I was trying to think of. I wonder if it's that, or if he, I don't know, maybe frequently has guests, and he's like, well, I want them to be able to have a good parking spot inside.
We're just parking guest parking.
Yeah, but like that's not behind a gate.
Right. I guess you're paying monthly for that.
Are they just
it's
labeled
I
as
feel-
reserved? Do they have his name on it?
Yeah, and like so now we have to have stickers. It's been a whole thing. It's a whole fucking process. I got like a sticker on my car this morning that it was like, oh, you have to get your sticker. So I went and I was like, give me my fucking sticker and I'll put it on. And they were saying they were going to tow it. First off, I don't know how a tow truck gets down into my parking garage. I don't think it has the clearance, so I don't really feel like that concerned about it. And then secondly, it's like, all right, I'll just do it so they don't put more of these stickers on my car. But like I put the reserved thing that I don't have a reserved one. I just have a parking permit basically. And that guy has 2 in his windshield, so he has like, it's not for a guest. It's just like that guy.
Oh,
has 2
yeah.
spots.
Okay, so yeah, then I
It's
fully
funny.
agree with you.
I respect the move. It's just
respect.
it's a Subaru.
But yeah, it's a fucking Subaru.
Nothing against Subarus. I'm sure they're fine vehicles. What do I know about cars? But like if I put my like Ford Ranger, great car, love the car, but I like took up 2 spots with that, you'd be like, what the fuck is this guy's problem?
Or like if somebody did it with a Mustang, I'd be like, dude, it's a fucking Mustang. Like if you're gonna do that, BMW better. Like you gotta have
Mercedes,
some German.
a Caddy, a Volkswagen Beetle at least.
A Saab.
What if it was one of those smart cars and he just wanted to take up 2, so he just parks right on the line because he can't really park diagonally, or else like it wouldn't take up that much space.
That would be fucking hilarious.
And then you could put 4 smart cars in the 2 spots for a regular car, probably. That'd be sick.
Just parks like 14 bicycles.
Yeah, that was something I noticed like the last couple of days, and I was like, oh, this dude's still like, because the first time I was like, maybe it's like a guy that like had to go grab something real quick, so he just pulled into these spots, kind of douchey, but whatever. And then it's like, oh no, he has 2 reserved spots. Good for him. For that guy.
It's a fucking Subaru, man.
The Subaru though. Great car though, I bet. Great car. What else did I have down for today? Shorts commercials, fellas. I think they're getting a little out of hand. I don't know if you've seen these. They're on a lot during like football games and ESPN. But it'll be like these random like athletic shorts. You're like, dude, these shorts, they're so stretchy. They can do this. I go work out in these. I go to the gym in them. I go around my house and do my everyday activities. And it's like, that's what shorts are for, man. Like I sit in these. Yeah, that's what you can do with shorts. It's crazy about those. Like they're like over like emphasizing like these shorts are more like they're stretchy. They do this. They have pockets and you can sit in them. You can wear them. You can wash them. You can put them in a drawer. You can put them back on. You can take them off. It's like those are just functions of like the product. Like you're not adding things to the product. Like, yeah, they're stretchy, they're water resistant, whatever. That's a good thing. But like I think like every short brand is like following a couple of the other ones that just started doing like all these ads and stuff. And it's just like, all right, I'm over it, guys.
Like you're not going to get me to buy your product by telling me that I can sit down in it. Throw weird designs on it. Make them fun. Dudes love that shit. Like, oh, dude, it's a progression in life. Like our dads, remember when some dads were like the crazy sock dad? They had so many fun socks. Everybody's dad had a couple fun pairs of socks for work, but now we're not quite to that sock age yet. Now we're shorts. I like shorts. I like having weird t-shirts too.
Yeah.
That's how you get people to buy, not be like, yeah, dude, they're stretchy and you sit in them. I get that, but I can also just buy those shorts that look just like that at Walmart for a third of the price.
What is the go-to? Like, just look at your older brother pants. What sold pants the best? It's Brett fucking Favre. And he's just like, I'm Brett Favre. I throw a football in the yard. Here I am wearing these jeans and Wrangler. Real good jeans. And you're like, I kind of want some Wranglers right now. It's like,
that's why I wear
we
Wranglers.
We don't need to advertise what they do. They're pants. You put them on. They're blue jeans. That's what they do. Look at me. I'm throwing a football. You can throw a football in these pants, but he doesn't brag about it. He's not making a big deal. Like, wow, you can wear these outside. You can wear them inside. You can wear them in the car. You can wear them out of the car. You can wear them in the rain. You can wear them on a train. You can wear them in a box. You can wear them with a box. Like, it's just like, I'm Brett Favre. I'm throwing football. Wranglers. Real comfortable.
Like, worked on me. I've been a loyal. I haven't bought a pair of jeans that weren't Wranglers since that commercial first aired. So what, like 10 years?
Just be like, shorts. They're dope. I'm in. I want those shorts.
Like, you know what? What were the greatest commercial? They used to always air Twins. And Twins, what product was that? Was that Bud Light?
Love football on TV.
On TV. Yeah.
Shots of Genie, playing with my friends. And twins.
And that's basically
it was
minus
Bud
the
Light
twins. That was the
Budweiser or Coors, I think.
Yeah.
It was Coors.
And like I said, minus the twins. I was thinking it was Coors. Minus the twins right there. That was exactly the Brett Favre commercial. I love beer, playing football, and hanging with my friends. In the commercial, he's literally just playing backyard football with his buddies.
Yeah, and like he's not even talking about like liking beer or anything. He's just like Brett Favre, just like rambling. Like he's just like, it's a hot day out in the Mississippi summer, but I always rely on my Wrangler jeans. Real comfortable, real good jeans. And you're like, that's all I need to know. They do those
and then
things.
He made the exact same commercial with another company, the fucking Copper Fit. Ended up doing like, all right, we're gonna get Brett Favre as a spokesman. What's he gonna do? What does Brett Favre do in every commercial?
Thing worked.
Well, yeah, football in the backyard with friends. Yeah, that works.
We were talking about high school field. He's just throwing it around with Jerry Rice, who also has a Copper Fit thing. All right, even better. Let's do that. And it's like, wow, just like the old days.
We're simple.
I don't even need copper fit. I spent hundreds of dollars on copper fit simply because they sold it to me. Like, don't overthink it. I think a lot of these things are like overthinking it. Just like, we get it. Shorts. Put them on. Look cool.
Guys are simple.
They're shorts.
You can hold your wallet and phone. Cool. That's what I need mine to do.
I got pocket. These come with pockets. You can put your things in your pockets. You don't have to put things in your pockets, but you can put things in your pockets. You can also wear them. All right.
End of commercial.
I do all of these things. Like, just say that they're comfortable, man. I'm in. I'm in.
Like, you want me to buy your jeans? Make the front of them look like a dog's face so that when I pull out the ears, it looks like dog ears. Then I'll buy your shorts.
Yep. Very easy.
Don't even have to be that functionally good.
Yeah, just I think shorts commercials have gone a little far lately. That was another observation. What did you guys bring in today?
All I really had was I had a coworker get pissed off at me today because this is not cool. It was just like, one of those weird ones when a coworker gets mad at you for fucking nothing. So last night we had like one piece, like half of a cheesecake left, and like the crust had like fallen off or something. There was like we couldn't sell it. It was bullshit. I told the servers just fucking eat it. I come in today and I get yelled at. She was like, it was the lady who makes them. She's like, you need to ask me before you ever do that. You can't just give away cake. I needed that today. And I was like, well, because she was going to like reform it into like mini ones for catering. I was like, why didn't you put a fucking note on it?
That would have been easy.
I was like, I've been here for 9 years. Whenever a dessert is unservable, you just give it away.
Yeah. That is.
I didn't get it. She kept yelling at me, and I just turned and walked away. I was like,
was it one piece of cheesecake?
No, it was like half of a cheesecake, but it was like
half of a whole cheesecake. Okay.
So like there was the crust and then like an inch of it that like held onto the crust, and then it just split at that point. So like this is basically each cheesecake, each piece was in 2 pieces. I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to know that I can't give this shit away because you need it for a catering the next day? So then I get yelled at. I don't know. It fucking threw me off. She was really mad at me and like yelling at me, and I just turned and walked away. I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do in this situation. She just kept going, you need to check with me. I was like, you weren't fucking here. You didn't work yesterday. If you need half of a cheesecake which, by the way, what if it wasn't fucked up and we just sold it last night? Notes, people.
Yeah.
No. I don't know. That one just.
It's very easy to put on like in a marker or whatever. Yeah.
Don't sell. Need for catering.
Yeah. Just don't sell. Like, you're not going to be like, they can't talk about they can't talk about giving this away, huh?
I know it says not to
don't give
sell
away.
it,
Yeah. Right.
I feel like selling it.
I feel you on that one.
Both of you are into like colder weather, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like cold weather. Like, so you've seen like
I love cold weather.
The potential cold weather that might be around for Christmas.
I'm very excited.
I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah,
I don't really like the cold.
Snow.
Yeah, I think I saw lows in the teens, potentially, like ranging from lows in the teens to lows in the 40s. But yeah, I really hope it doesn't get to like teens. It's not
Yeah, I don't really want the teens. Teens is a little low, but I just want it to be cold. Like, I want to be able to open up my window at night, wake up in the morning, and my bedroom is freezing fucking cold. That's what I like.
I don't like it when we're like, are we gonna lose the power grid? Like, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but
that
I like
cool.
it when it's like, like between like 50 and 60. That's like a solid, like, I'd be cool with that.
I'm
like,
good.
Give me a little like sweater weather. We got all these ugly sweaters now. We've been pushing them over past grade for years. We own a bunch of them. I'd like to at least get to wear them on Christmas.
Yeah, we haven't got to do that in like 5 years.
But like in Texas, it's like having a hockey jersey in Texas. You're like, cool. This is the 2 times a year I can wear this. It's got long sleeves. Like, there's no point in buying a hockey jersey to me in Texas. But like a sweater, like, I want to wear them to the Christmas parties, but then you're always like pulling up the sleeves because it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Part of
I
why-
want
happens
it to be a
every
little
time.
cold, but not too cold.
Part of why I'm not looking forward to like the really cold is my mom's gonna be out of town, so I may have to like go over to her house and take care of the birds. I'm like, but if it's
Uh,
that
cover the
cold,
pipes.
Yeah.
Depending on how cold it gets.
be more work.
Why don't you just grab some stuff, stay over at her place. That way you can turn off all of your stuff at home and just drop your electricity bill a bunch for a couple days.
That is cool.
Yeah, but it's just kind of remote. Like everything's at least a 15-minute drive.
Mm.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Have you turned the heater on yet, Pat, this year?
No.
Robert, have you?
No, it didn't get cold enough before.
Yes, we have.
Team no heat. dude.
Reluctantly, but yes.
Team no heat. That's
Yeah,
what
I
we
want to
do
be
here.
like a British family during the Industrial Revolution, dog. No heat.
Just get over it, mate.
No heat. Oh, it's cold. Grab some charcoal briquettes from outside and light it on fire in the living room.
Get another candle. Bring it right here. See if
Grab
you
a
get your
scarf and
Jewish
stay
friends
your
that
wool.
use their menorahs. Some more heat. That was a wider range. I would say, like, right?
The menorah, it's just a turbo candle.
Menorahs are turbo candle. They are. Like, if you had to pick a candle to go with, like, I know, like, whatever the ones from Beauty and the Beast are that sing, like the guy with like the 2 candle thing, or are you gonna go menorah? Menorah is way better, way more efficient.
Yeah, I don't know any other kinds of candles. I was trying to think. Well, there's a like base like people put on their coffee tables, and
Roman.
it's got 3 wicks in there. Ooh, Roman candles pretty good too.
Roman candles. I don't want to heat up my house with those though.
That's true. I think I go with the one that sits on the coffee table with the 3 different wicks. I like that one. I don't
That's
know
a
why.
good one. But I
But I
think a
do
menorah
like it.
probably still provides more heat.
Yeah, but mine's probably gonna make it smell nice too.
Do they have scented menorahs? They have to.
I don't. I guess you can just put scented candles in menorahs.
Right?
That's all it is.
Scented
Ooh.
menorah candles. Absolutely.
Dude, you just get a bunch of different ones and then you make it smell like Dr. Pepper. 23 different flavors, 23 different scents.
I think it's only 8 days.
Yeah, but you get a bunch of menorahs. I mean, obviously,
like-
you're not going to fit that all in one menorah.
It's like almost 3 full years of Hanukkahs. Think about
Yeah, dude.
that. Lasts forever.
Just 3 menorahs. You can knock that out.
Yeah, you'll love it. You'll love it.
I've got to have at least 3 Jewish friends that'll let me borrow a menorah.
You just buy them.
I think
like,
it'd
are you
be
Jewish? Like, no, I use it for heat in the winter.
if I tell them that I need 3 because I'm trying to create the scent of Dr. Pepper. Well, no, they probably wouldn't give it to me then because they'd think I was on drugs.
But like, if somebody was like, "Hey,
That's the dumbest thing ever.
If somebody was like, "Hey, I want to get a stained glass window put into my house just because it looks cool," I'd be like, I don't think most people would give a shit. They would be like, "Dude, you're going against Christians, bro. Churches only." So like, I think like people would be like, "Oh yeah, no, if you need the menorah for heat, God would want that, right?"
For sure. For
Right?
sharks.
It's a good way to justify it. God would be cool with it.
Good point. Good loophole. I like that.
So we'll get you some menorahs. It'd be a real shame if a bunch of people brought Robert menorahs. To for Hanukkah. He's really. What are you and Sam doing? I know you are trying to practice Hanukkah this year for the first time, which is kind of goes against your Saudi beliefs, honestly.
Yeah, I'm a very what's the word? I can't think of the word.
L'chaim.
No.
Racist.
No, where you like do the opposite, like very
Contrarian.
I guess so. Not contrarian, but contradictory. There we go. My beliefs are very contradictory.
Sometimes you have to walk a mile in somebody else's shoes.
Mm-hmm.
To understand how it is, and I guess your Saudi shoes,
Sandals.
your adopted country at least.
I think they were sandals.
Whatever footwear You can wear whatever footwear you choose. We don't judge here.
Okay.
But yeah, Robert, not a fan of the cold. Fan of menorahs though. Not sure about his fandom of their traditions. We'll find that out later on the podcast. That was the pre-cum segment. Let's move on in to the Comeback Kids segment, brought to you by our good friends at Southern Star Brewing Company. You guys, do you have any idea? Like, is there anything Southern Star's got going on this weekend?
You know, I have heard that there might be the coolest goddamn Christmas party of all time up there.
Was that? Oh, you're right. It's the Pass the Gravy 9th annual Christmas Spectacular at Southern Star Brewing Company, 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe, Texas. It starts at noon. Pass Gravy goes on about 1 o'clock. And then we got the Homebrewed Brass Ensemble out there. We got Campville Creole food truck. We got the Fixed by PR food truck. We got Santa Claus. Ever heard of him? He's going to be there. We got the best beer on the planet. It's going to be dope. Oh, did I tell you guys the 2022 Gravies are happening at the same place? All of those in one place? What kind of party is that? Yeah, best party of the year. And if you don't go, you're probably some sort of square because you're gonna have to miss out on it. It sucks. This Saturday, starting at noon, up at Southern Star Brewing Company, 3525 North Fraser Street, up in Conroe. If you haven't ever hung out with us before, come hang out with us. We used to do these on like Friday nights, and people wouldn't be able to get off work in time, or they would have other engagements. We do this on Saturday afternoons now. Like, we can hang out with you guys. So like, we would get done and then we couldn't hang out. It'd be like, time to go. Everybody's done. Everybody's tired. Now we get to hang out all day, guys. So like, come hang out with us, watch some awesome brass music, the brass ensemble, and then hang out with Santa. Santa Claus is gonna do. He'll have a beer with you. It's a cool dude. Met Santa Claus. Great guy. Bring the kids. It's kid friendly. Even though
no cover charge.
Be kid friendly. It is kid friendly. I was looking back at some old pictures from previous Pass the Gravy Spooktaculars, because now, I mean, this is fucking nuts that we've been doing it for it'll be our 9th one. But like, Pat was like high-fiving kids. I was like, I do remember that little kid asking us questions.
Mm-hmm.
Todd Voss, former Gravy MVP. He has his kid come ask questions from time to time. Like, it's very kid friendly. We may not be the most kid friendly, but like, I did go to a wedding this weekend, and I was just bonding with, like, I was one with the kids. Kids flocked to me because I was such like a fun guy.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah,
you guys
Pat
were
was
both
there.
speaking the same level of English.
Yeah, she didn't have any alcohol. I did have alcohol, so it was like we're on the same level. It was great. Shout out to Eleanor. She's my pal.
Yep.
But yeah, Southern Star Brewing Company, best Christmas party of the year, going down this Saturday, December 17th. This fucking coming Saturday. We're only a couple days away, guys. Get there at noon. We're going to go live about 1 o'clock. And then after us, it's the Homebrewed Brass Ensemble. There's going to be food there the whole time. You can get the best beer on the planet. Like this is, we always tell them you're part of the Gravy Gang. Now they're going to know you're part of the Gravy Gang. Get you some awards. The Gravy's awards, I showed the fellas. We have I already showed the MVP trophy. You can pour some beer out of it, drink it out of that, which we will require the winner to do. But this is our new and improved Gravy's Award trophy. We normally had the other microphone we gave out. This is a different gold microphone, more old school, more classy looking. I thought, it is award season, so I wanted us to stick out, but you're going to get one of these bad boys if you have been nominated for a Gravy's Award. And if not, hey, maybe you just want to start interacting with us. I know we got some people that are already like going to be on the Rookie of the Year for next year, it looks like. Shout out to both of the Mr. and Mrs. Uses. They kind of came in late the game this year, so we're gonna count them as a rookie next year. But yeah, the Gravy's Awards going down. That's gonna be a ton of fun, and it's gonna be just one fucking kick-ass party. If you're drinking a Southern Star anywhere you are, tag us at Past Gravy Pod. Tag them. They're at Southern Star BC and at Southern Star Brewing Co. on Twitter and Instagram. Let them know you're supporting the people, supporting the podcast. Come hang out with us. Have a great time on Saturday at the 9th annual Past Gravy Christmas Spooktacular. Again, get there at noon. We're going to start at 1 o'clock. And then after we're done, we're going to hang out the whole fucking day. Southern Star Brewing Company, guys, best beer in the entire world. The official beer sponsor of this year's Christmas Spooktacular and the Comeback Kids segment.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
First comeback is company parties, company Christmas parties, which are very hot right now. I know Pat was saying he has to work a company Christmas party, not for his company, but for somebody else tomorrow. Robert, did we have a company Christmas party?
I think that's what it was that it got.
They got canceled.
It got
We had something
canceled.
get canceled, so they're gonna not do it in January.
Mhm.
Just like I don't know, I've been seeing pictures with people going to the company Christmas parties. Definitely, I feel like those have gotten scaled down quite a bit in recent years. They used to be like, let's all get drunk, and then they were like, lawsuits come from these things, so we gotta limit the opportunities for those, which I understand. I guess logistically, it just kind of sucks. But yeah, company parties very hot right now. Everybody's going to their spouse's one where you just get to kind of hang out, and you're like, can we talk shit about this person? And I always hear like, you fucking suck at work. That's so you're so and so. Interesting. But yeah, company Christmas parties. That's comeback kid number 1 this week. The other comeback kid we got this week, trades. Trades are back. I mean, this kind of goes into last week. But late last week we traded and by we I mean the United States of America. We traded for Brittany Griner, got her back. You know, she left, went and was part of Russia's dynasty for a little bit, and then we got her back. She came back, you know, she's coming home. It's LeBron James, like, I'm coming home poster. But we traded the Merchant of Death, Victor Boot, for Brittany Griner. And yeah, everybody was talking about that, whether or not they're pro or against. Brittany Griner, she's dunking now. I didn't see the video, but I heard she was dunking a basketball. I'm just wondering, I have her in my WNBA Dynasty Fantasy League, so I'm really hoping she comes back, because she's just been, I don't want to be like an asshole, but she's been taking up a roster spot, and I just like, she's too good in the paint when she's playing. So I don't want to drop her just yet, but I'm hoping she can go for next season, because her and Diana Taurasi, I think I'm going to win another ship in my WNBA Fantasy League, which definitely exists. But yeah,
Let's say if Taurasi comes
very
back.
hot. If Taurasi, fingers crossed, dude. Fingers crossed. But yeah, Brittany Griner's back. Trades are back. Russian arms dealers are back. I mean, I know that Victor Boot's actually a terrible dude that's done a bunch of bad shit. Like I kind of did a deep dive, fucking terrible shit. But arms dealing just sounds fucking cool.
Yeah, Lord of War is one of my favorite movies. They make it look so much fun.
That sounds even cooler. Like, drug dealer, there's like a negative connotation. I get that there's also a negative connotation with fucking arms dealer, but like arms dealer sounds fucking sick.
Yeah, it's like the coolest profession there is for a shady person to have.
Oh, you need rockets? I got them. How? Where do you acquire rockets? I got a guy. How did you just get a bunch of? Don't worry about it.
You want tanks? I got tanks in my surplus too. Military grade weapons, RPGs, grenades, all of it. Like Lord of War, like he goes over to the Soviet Union, like all these little countries after the Soviet Union fallen, and all these generals are just stealing shit. And this guy was just buying fucking tanks from USSR companies and shit, and then just selling them to fucking African companies and shit. Like, I love that movie.
Yeah, Victor Boot pretty much just bought a bunch of planes initially, and then would just commute and move cargo for those little countries in like civil wars, like a bunch of like Africa and like Rwanda and stuff, where they were having like genocide in the civil wars, and he would just kind of try and say he sided with both sides, but he would usually side with the side that was kind of the worst side. He did side with both sides in a lot of times, but he would just give like those like civil war countries like that were fighting, he'd give each side just weapons that he would sell to them. And so like all of the fighting in Africa was like in like the early 90s and shit, and the late 90s was very much Victor Boot being the guy that was supplying arms for all of them. Fun little fact. That's what I learned. But he's free now, so I'm sure that he's probably just gonna hang out.
I wonder if Putin got him back just because, like, his name's out there. Maybe it's too hard for him to get back into it, but Putin just wants a friend. He misses his buddy.
You still give me rocket launcher, right?
No, he just wants somebody else to play hockey with him. But he needs a teammate that can also score 14 goals a game.
He also just like maybe every now and then you think you'll get me rocket? Just one rocket launcher. Night out with boys, you know. Do that.
That would be
bottle of vodka, rocket launcher, and like him and Victor Boot just hang out. They go play
Yeah,
a little. They go play a little beer league hockey, vodka league hockey, whatever they do in Russia.
Oh no, they're definitely just firing RPGs into a field.
Definitely nothing with vape pens. Definitely nothing with vape pens, though. Very against that, I'm sure. But yeah, trades. Those are back this week. Also back is renaming things. Because the NBA has renamed like all of their trophies, which is kind of cool. It's like the Michael Jordan MVP award. I think defensive player of the year is like the Hakeem Olajuwon award. Because they're doing that. Should we hop on that and like, not to bring up again Brittany Griner, the Pass the Gravy, like the Brittany Griner Gravy award for Woman of the Year? Is that what we rename it? Honor it a little bit. Daniel Jones, Man of the Year. Is somebody honorable, somebody great.
The Brett Favre court case of the year.
The Wrangler, I Love You Man award. Not sponsored by not really sponsored by Wrangler in any way.
Maybe it should be the Brett Favre Gravy Gangster Award because I think that was a little bit of organized crime.
It was a tad bit organized crime. But we should.
And also we can't forget. Not only did the NBA rename all of theirs, the Football Guy of the Week segment was named after the late great Mike Leach.
Mike Leach did pass away.
All-time great football guy.
Yeah, he was always just a fun post-game press conference guy in general. The coolest thing I saw was he was always the pirate. Whatever with your sword. What was the sword thing?
I remember him doing something.
Swing your sword, I think, was his thing. But there was like a pirate flag lowered to half mast, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, that's pretty."
I heard a great story today where it was Lincoln Riley was working for him at Texas Tech, and one time he heard Coach Leach pick up the phone and talk to somebody, and he's talking to him for like an hour, and finally, when the dude hangs up, he was like, "Who was that?" He goes, "It was the wrong number." But Mike Leach, just Mike Leach, the weird. If you guys want to laugh really hard, just Google Mike Leach Bigfoot, and he had
Mike Leach press conference, and you're like, all
yeah,
right.
Oh yeah, just anyone, but specifically the Bigfoot press conference. That one always makes me smile.
Yeah, R.I.P. in peace to Mike Leach. But I say we rename the Gravy Award for Woman of the Year, the Brittany Griner Gravy Award for Woman of the Year. Honorary Brittany Griner. We'll think of some other one. The Lil Nas X Man of the Year Gravy Award.
I think we can find a better spokesperson.
I think both of those are great candidates.
I would have picked the Emma Middleton Woman of the Year award, but that's just me.
I don't want nepotism. We already do that with Skylar. We can't.
Oh no! See, that's why you didn't pick it. I did.
The Skylar Lester Son of the Year award winner again this year. Skylar Lester. Wow. What are the odds? The nominees? Oh, yeah, Skylar and Skylar.
Lori Dion Drinker of the Year award. She would be proud to have her name on that one. I can tell you that much.
That would be fun. Whoever wins it should just be like that's the memorial name of the award. And it's like, we're not dead. It's like, no, it's the memorial.
You got to pass it.
The Josh Tree Memorial MVP award. He's like, I'm right here. I could win it again. Nope. In honor of Josh Tree, this is the award. But we're definitely naming the Woman of the Year, Brittany Griner Woman of the Year award. So that great. We are renaming things. That's back. Last but not least, no, I have two things. Avatar's back. Remember that?
They're in water now.
The way of the water.
There's water.
Pass the gravy too. The way of the gravy. Ooh, that's got to be if we have Darling Like a Marlin too.
You know it's gonna be a great movie though. Like we're making fun of it, but it's James Cameron.
So right, it's gonna be a really cool movie that you wish you were on drugs when you're watching it, and then like you're gonna watch it once and probably not ever watch it again. Like nobody's ever like, dude, you want to watch Avatar?
That's like, not true.
I've never just been sitting with the boys and heard anybody be like, "Hey, fellas."
I mean,
Go
it's
watch
been a
Avatar.
while. It's been a while, but yeah, I fucking love that movie. I've been meaning to rewatch it recently because the new one's coming out, and then maybe in like 3 years again. It is fucking dope. Like it is one of those ones though, because the reason for that though that nobody ever put it. It's so long. Like if you're gonna sit down and watch Avatar, you got to sit down and watch Avatar.
Yeah, dude.
Or as some people call it, Space Pocahontas.
Yeah,
It's the same thing. Or Space
Pocahontas.
Dances with Wolves.
A Space Odyssey with wolves.
I'm jacked the shit up though, dude. Jake Sully merging their little hairband with fucking animals.
I'm not gonna watch it in theaters if it comes out on like I can stream it. I might
watch it in theaters, which is
just not. I guarantee I will not go to the movie theater to watch this.
I
But
think
will make
you
proper
need to
we can
though.
report about it. I'll read the Wikipedia synopsis day it comes out, and I will
You're
give
such
my
a dick.
official review.
You don't
such
go
a
to the
dick.
movies though.
I don't. And so that's what I'm telling you. I'm definitely not going to go for Avatar.
I think
But,
you
like,
wouldn't go see one movie in theaters this year.
I have not. No.
No, you saw
But-
something.
But these are the movies that you need to go see it
I
for.
don't
Like you
think
need
so.
that big IMAX surround sound experience for
I
a
was
movie
going to go
like
see The
this.
Sopranos, and I didn't.
There was one thing that you saw, like Top Gun.
Nope, didn't see Top Gun. Still haven't seen Top Gun 2.
It's really good. You should go see it.
I'm going to see it when it streams on something.
Or
on
rent
TV.
it. Just rent it. It's like fucking $3.
I thought there was like some comedy movie you want to go see.
I don't remember. I feel like it would have.
Yeah, but I'm not going to see Avatar. I didn't see the first one. I have no interest in seeing the first one. I have no interest in seeing.
I remember it being good. I'm just like, I was in college when I saw
Robert
it.
doesn't watch
haven't
movies
had.
though.
He doesn't watch a lot.
I watch so many movies.
Robert
Not
has
like
never seen a movie before.
Mostly like superhero movies.
They are mostly superhero movies, but I do go see other movies too.
Like, have you ever seen Pocahontas?
No,
Have you ever seen Dances with Wolves?
no.
So this is a wholly new concept to you. You should watch Avatar.
Have you seen Teen Wolf? It's like the sequel to Dances with Wolves.
You're a piece of shit.
The wolves dance and they fuck, and then they have a teen, like half kid, half wolf that's really good at basketball. And Michael J. Fox is that kid, and that's how that goes.
That's the most unrealistic part of that movie. Is not that there's a person that's a half teen or a half wolf. It's that Michael J. Fox could dunk.
That's mean.
He's short. It's a short joke.
He has a condition.
It's not a shaky
Ow.
joke. It's a short
He
joke.
has a condition.
I didn't say, oh, it's that he could hold on to a basketball. I said, no, it's that he can dunk.
Robert, just bleep that part out, all right?
Did you bleep
Yeah, I got
any of that?
Bleep that out. It's offensive. It's disgusting. You're real disgusting today.
I am.
Little thing I decided also this year. Speaking of movies, and just while we're on the subject, is I'm just buying the Christmas movies. Like if they're not on a streaming thing, like 4 Christmases, I watch it every year. I ended up renting it, and like this year we watched it. Like Monday, I want to say. And I was like, you know what? This is probably the 3rd year in a row I've rented this. It's about $3.99 every time I rent it. I'm just gonna buy it for $7.99. Like I'm gonna watch this every year. Fuck it. Like I own both Home Alones. I bought those last year. It was in like one of like those Christmas bundles on Apple TV or whatever it was. I was like, let's just get it. And like if it streams on like Hulu or something, like I'll do that instead of buying it. But like now, if you have to buy it, you're just like, that's mine now. I'll watch it every year. I won't watch it all the time, but now it's in my library and I already got it. It's a little life hack. Just buy the fucking Christmas movies. If you're gonna rewatch them, if it's a Christmas movie you watch all the time, you can't find it on a streaming thing, just fucking buy it. It's like not gonna be more than like $10 max. And if you rent it 3 years in a row, it's basically paying for itself. It was an adult decision.
Good point.
This week. Now I own 4 Christmases. I can watch it whenever I want, which will be every December.
Can I borrow one?
It's the digital.
No, you said you own 4 Christmases.
Yeah, I get it.
Ha ha.
The Avatar.
Comedy.
That's back. Yeah, that's a comedy. That's a comedy. I'd go to theaters to see that one. Last
That's
one
how I
we
know
got.
it's a good one when Robert just looks away and shakes his head.
Yeah. Or really bad. Either or. There's no in between.
Either Cooper.
Our last comeback kid though is Bulls. Bulls are back this week.
You talking
In
about
many
my
ways,
Bulls? Oh,
Robert is gonna finally get the bowls that I believe Raymundo provided for him at our Rod Ryan Show golf tournament. We're gonna finally get him those. Robert just like when he comes to the office now, he just doesn't tell me when he's coming to the office because he's not in there every day. So like he knows that I can't bring him stuff, or else I would
You
bring him bags.
knew I was gonna
of
be
things.
there last week.
I didn't know the second day. You had told like I didn't realize you were gonna be there until you like, oh, I'll be up there or whatever. I was like, fuck.
I was there
should've
Wednesday,
brought him.
Thursday, and Friday.
Fuck, you were, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was on me last time, but you also don't tell me all the time. But yeah, I have a bunch of shit, including all these bowls for Robert that Raymundo brought, and then college bowl season is this week. I think it starts Thursday. No, Friday.
Friday morning. Friday first game's at 11:30 in the morning.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like a random bowl that you don't fucking give a shit about. We can look it up. I can find out what it is.
Yeah, I heard it earlier. I don't remember who it is, but I was like, I'm definitely betting on that. Only out of respect for it being the first bowl of the year.
Bowl
Who is it?
Schedule. December 17th. Oh, the Wasabi Fenway Bowl. It's brought to you by Wasabi.
Yeah.
No, that's December 16th. That's Saturday. So Saturday they got the Wasabi Bowl. The Hometown Lenders Bahamas Bowl. The Duluth Trading Cure Bowl.
Yeah, it's
Miami,
the hometown
Ohio,
Lenders Bowl.
UAB, and then UTSA and Troy. Throw out the records when those guys get together.
Oh, I was wrong. It's 10:30 a.m. I was listening to an East Coast podcast. They said 11:30. 10:30 a.m. on Friday. 6-6 versus 6-6.
Yeah, so it's
Be a
just gonna be a bunch of games that are like from now on, like there's just random games on in the middle of the day, which is great. I love that part of the year. But college bowl season is back. I'm trying to think of a good. I'm trying to just scroll down and see some good ones that are Oregon State and Florida. That seems like a fun one. The SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl, the longest the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl again. That's back.
The Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl presented by Stifle. You got to do the full name.
Oh, I didn't see that. It kind of goes off.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really
the
see
New
any
Mexico
good
Bowl,
games.
like nobody
the
wanted
first week.
to sponsor that one. The Frisco Bowl, Myrtle Beach Bowl, Roof Claim Bowl,
Easy Post Hawaii Bowl.
the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. Does that just get you going, Robert? You watch. You're an alum. Louisiana against U of H in the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. What do you think your favorite memory of the Radiance Independent Technologies Bowl is going to be?
Probably all the lights. They're usually pretty.
Yeah,
radiant.
technology.
Mm-hmm. Technology, yeah.
You think it's gonna be better than the Easy Post Hawaii Bowl? No way.
You think if you win MVP of the Cheez-It Bowl, you get like a year free of Cheez-Its?
I don't know, but did you see that they have like players from each team? There's gonna be like 4 to 6 players that have like sweets that are just made at like Cheez-It bought sweets, and like the mattress looks like a Cheez-It. Like go look at like Cheez-It Bowl sweets. Like it looks pretty fucking sick. Like Cheez-Its is pretty cool. Like Cheez-Its probably my favorite cracker, best one there is. But like they pour Cheez-Its on the coach when they win instead of just pouring Gatorade out. But yeah, Cheez-Its goes.
Well, no, the best one.
It's always a shitty matchup.
The best one for that though is the Duke's Mayo Bowl when they dump mayonnaise on the coach.
Yeah, that's a good one. But I don't know if the Duke's Mayo Bowl is better than the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. Gasparilla Bowl. You always like that. I remember that name. I don't know what a Gasparilla is. It's probably a flower. Maybe.
I actually prefer the Love's Truck Stop Anytime Anywhere Bowl.
Not quite the Guaranteed Rate Bowl, but close. Or the Camellia Bowl.
I also like the KFC Famous Bowl.
That would be, big.
Why is that not a bowl game? Like, why is how has KFC?
Why is it always companies I've never heard of? The tickets.
No, but like you already have a Famous Bowl. Just the branding is right there. You can sell Famous Bowls at the Famous Bowl.
Tax Act Texas Bowl. That's what I do ads for. That's my favorite bowl game of bowl season. But Texas Tech and Ole Miss, it's an actual matchup.
These Cheez-It rooms are sweet.
The Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl.
One year, I like, dude, how sick would it be to be a billionaire and you just go, guess what? I get to name every bowl this year.
That would be cool.
Like we got Northern Illinois versus South Dakota in the Who Gives a Shit Bowl.
The Who Gives a Shit Bowl would be a really funny bowl name, though. Okay, hear this one out. They have the Cheez-It Bowl, which is Oklahoma and Florida State, but then they also have the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl.
Cheez-It must have had a good year. 2 bowl games.
Great. Yeah. Thursday, December 29th, it's the Cheez-It Bowl when the Sooners take on the Seminoles. And then the 31st, December 31st is when, or nope. January 2nd is the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl.
All right, we got to move on. We're just naming bowl games.
Cheez-It has 2 bowls. Nobody talks about that.
Cheez-It's the only company with multiple bowls.
Cheez-It's is the richest company in the world.
It's the only company that really has bowls, you know. You got to respect.
They got the bowls.
You got to respect Cheez-It's bowls. Who would have thought that Cheez-Its would have been the ballsiest company?
There we go. And on that note, the Rose Bowl doesn't have a sponsor. They should just hop on that.
Because it's the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, we should just, it's the Rose Bowl presented by Pass Your Podcast. Robert,
if only we could afford it.
And we'll start using that unofficial sponsor of the Rose Bowl. Everybody loves that. But yeah, college bowls, that's a comeback kid this week. And with that, we're going to move on to the What Would Jesus Do segment. We thought it was dead. But like JC, it's risen yet again. And for one more week at least. This is it. The final week of the What Would Jesus Do segment. Now, we always said, like, you know, if you wanted to keep submitting, I guess, in memoriam. But hashtag PTGWWJD at Pass Great Pod. Throw Jesus in a situation he would find himself in if he came back in today's times. And the bracelet just said WWJD. They never told you what he would do. So we will tell you what he would have done. Hashtag PTGWWJD at Pass Great Pod on Twitter. And that's how you would have gotten in on the What Would Jesus Do segment. And if you want to, again, still in memoriam to it. This is the final one ever of the What Would Jesus Do segment. Here we go, Robert.
Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus, what would Jesus do? Put him in a situation in a matter of time. If you're off the stream, do you think he'd make it rhyme? So think about this crazy world in which we live today, and how would Jesus handle it in any given way?
All right, this week's What Would Jesus Do comes to us from our reigning Gravies MVP, Josh Tree Cottle at Joshua Tree 713. And Josh says, the Bible never had anything about Jesus in his teens. So what would he have been up to nowadays? Movies, TV shows, music, sports, hobbies? Like if JC came back today, like teen JC, yeah, like we always assume he just comes back as like the 33-year-old JC that died on the cross. What if he comes back as like a younger version of himself?
Well, right away, at least school-wise, you know he's taking shop class, and he's going to be into He's going to be into woodworking. Like that's what he would do in his spare time. He would have like little woodworking kit in his garage. He'd set up in there. His stepdad and his mom would, you know, help buy his tools, and JC would be like making benches and chairs and shit for people at school.
Yeah, I put that he would be, because what's big right now is mental health. JC be a huge mental health guy. He would also be like super into fitness. Like all teens, I feel like, you know, they go through that period where all teen dudes are like into fitness. JC was fucking ripped. He's obviously into fitness.
He was lean. He was a ectomorph body. Endomorph, I don't know, one of those. I've heard my friends talk about that.
Nerd.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of woodworking for Jesus. I don't know what
music,
kind of music
gospel.
I'll show you, it's too on the nose for him. Nobody wants to hear people singing about that. Like
nobody but it's likes cool Christian gospel. Like it's like,
but it's still
singing
youth about him. Nobody likes sitting there while Happy Birthday is being sang to them. It's a song for you. Nobody likes that. He wouldn't want to hear gospel because it's about
He would
him.
hate church, is what you're saying.
Maybe he would like Godsmack. Maybe that's who he would listen, because he's a teenager,
Godsmack.
so he's probably mad at his dad.
He's angsty. He would hate the Doobie Brothers. Jesus is just all right. He'd be like, I'm fucking way cooler than that. Ooh. Big question. Would he be a Kanye guy? Jesus walks.
No way.
No, he's disavow. Yeah, I think he would disavow Kanye too, but he would try and like forgive him for his sins though, because that's what he does.
Well, you know what? Teenagers do
Messianic
like
curse.
to be, nowadays they like to be woke and
Edgy.
take up causes. So maybe his cause would be he would just pick it outside of Joel Osteen's church all the time and be like, I don't like any of this shit. Don't listen to him.
He could do that. He could do that. I think he'd be more so into like fitness and like wood shop right now as a teen.
He'd probably play sports too, but I don't really see football being Jesus' sport. He's probably more of a baseball guy.
Soccer.
Not soccer. He wears sandals. He'd be a pitcher.
Bigger sport
That's
back
what
then.
Jesus would be, a pitcher. Pitchers
The
like to
world's game.
when they're
He's
not
the
when
man
they're
of
not
the
playing.
world.
They got sandals. Are you saying baseball's not a world sport?
I'm saying soccer is the world's game.
Japan, Australia, all the Latin American countries.
Every country plays soccer. So
No, not every country.
all of them.
Nope.
More than baseball.
Yes, more than baseball, but baseball's a better sport.
More countries play soccer than don't play soccer.
Plus, in this, we're assuming Jesus is in America, right?
Nope. He goes back to Israel.
You were not thinking that this whole time. You were
I
picturing
was.
Jesus in America.
Israel. Modern day Israel.
Well, you know what? In that case, Jesus better get some self-defense classes and maybe join the JROTC as well. Because he's definitely going.
ROTC. That's what they would call it.
Yeah. I mean, what would Jesus be into? He would be into preparing himself for his mandatory military service. That's what he would be into.
He'd have to. But he's a soldier of God. He's a soldier of God, dude.
I was picturing
He's been
Jesus as an
serving for
American,
years.
the way it was
Oh.
intended.
He'd just be like loading up on. He'd be trying to steal a set of catalytic converters. It's myrrh.
He'd be Twitch streaming Call of Duty, but like spreading the word as well.
Just being,
But like not in a pushy way.
He'd sacrifice himself for his teammates at all times and try and tell everybody in the proximity chat that like they're forgiven. You're forgiven, my brother.
Dude, I picture that just in the proximity chat, Jesus streaming live and just be like, hey, my father forgives, but I don't. Jesus shit talking people on Call of Duty and Halo would be amazing.
Yeah, he would be. All right. So I think those are plenty of answers right there, Josh. It's a great question for the final What Would Jesus Do segment. Although if anybody wanted to submit any in memoriam, at PastGreatPod, hashtag PTG WWJD. But RIP to the What Would Jesus Do segment again. Moving on, let's get to the Not Cool segment. This is where we just vent. It's venting time, fam. We tell you what happens that makes us say, hey man, that's not cool. It can be a little thing, it can be a big pain in our tuchus, as they say. Use the hashtag PTG not cool to at PastGreatPod on Twitter. Share us, whatever makes you say not cool. Like, you know, anything that happens to you that's not cool that week, we will pick some of the best ones each week and read them aloud. At PastGreatPod, hashtag PTG not cool. Before we do that, this week's Not Cool segment is brought to you by Little M Air Fresheners. A lot of things in life are not cool. The littlemshop.com is not one of those things. littlemshop.com. You get free shipping on orders over $10 or more. It's Christmas season. Yeah, I know. You procrastinated. We all procrastinate. You forgot to order some stocking stuffers. You got Christmas coming up. Maybe you got to do an early Christmas with some family. You got to do like the wife's family. Then you got to do your family. Then you got to do the one with the kids.
You're going to do your family?
You got to do Christmas with the wife's family. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You've been watching too much porn. No, you
watch the right
I
amount.
know. like just like Pat's procrastinating. He's not bought any Christmas gifts yet. You go to
I haven't even looked yet,
littlemshop.com.
dude.
littlemshop.com, Pat. This is what you do. littlemshop.com. You're gonna want to, like, I know you love Andrew. You're not getting your brother anything big because that's what Pat does.
I'm not
But
getting
what
him
you need to
anything.
load him up on, is some Little M air fresheners. littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com. $10 or more, you get free shipping. You're also gonna get 10% off your order when you use our promo code PTG69. So Pat, head over to littlemshop.com. Boom. Hey, Andrew, kind of stinks, right? So like now he's got some nice air fresheners. He smells a little bit better. He looks better. You know, it's good.
It's a good idea.
And you seem thoughtful. It pays off. It pays off. It's the best way to tell your friends they kind of stink without seeming rude. littlemshop.com. They also got mirrors. They got stickers. They got keychains. Get a customizable keychain for some people. That's a great idea. Get everybody that you're going to be celebrating Christmas with. Throw those in the stockings. Like, oh, hey, here's your name on a keychain. They're going to love that. Get them a red one. Get them a green one. It's the possibilities, guys. The possibilities are endless. littlemshop.com. Free shipping on orders of $10 or more and 10% off your order when you use promo code PTG69 at checkout. If you get anything off of littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com, let them know. Support them on social media. They are at Little EM Tweets on Twitter and at Little EM Shop on Instagram. Let them know you support the people supporting the Gravy Gang and littlemshop.com, guys. Promo code PTG69, get 10% off your order. Get those Christmas gifts from littlemshop.com. Perfect place to start your Christmas shopping right now, guys. littlemshop.com. This is the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man.
Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool, man.
Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. That's not cool. That's not cool.
All right. Let's start with some listener, viewer submitted Not Cools. Kicking us off will be Brandon Davis, Rookie of the Year, Gravy nominee. He's also known as Texas Cat Daddy at A Stream of Cream on Twitter. And Brandon says, his Not Cool is, I left a beer in the freezer. I believe he did attach a picture. That sumbitch exploded. There is nothing worse than like when you get home from the store, you had to like you only got the warm beer, so you're like, all right, I gotta throw it in the fridge. I'll put this one in the freezer so I can get the rest of the groceries put away. I can get all this set. You're sitting on your couch watching TV and you just hear, and you slowly piece together, what could that? I put a fucking drink in the freezer. I put a can in the freezer and it fucking exploded. Or you leave and you forget that it was in there and you come back. I don't know which was which, but like then you come back, it's just an explosion. And it's like beer popsicles. I saw somebody replied to his tweet with, not a bad idea, but yeah, it does suck because then it's like you gotta clean that shit up. You got like beer slush that's like all over your shit. Just the feeling of like failure, almost like when you're sitting on the couch watching a game and just you hear the explosion part, you're like, fuck. It's like when you see
I've never
something.
heard it explode. I've never heard it.
I've
I just
heard it a couple
remember
of
way
times.
too late that it's in there, and then you go and check, and you're like,
It's frozen, yeah.
motherfucker. And then, but the worst part is normally too that'll happen. So then you try and grab one of the other beers, and it's still not cold yet.
Right. The best though is when you get like the little pieces of ice kind of in there, so it's like a little frosty.
Oh yeah,
Kind of like slushy. I like that.
almost like a snow cone.
Yeah, it's basically just a snow cone beer, but that's pretty awesome. Goes down real smooth. But dude, T's and P's, bro, that fucking sucks, and that's a solid not cool. That is a solid not cool. It's like, to me, like when you hear it explode, it's like the equivalent of when you turn around and look at the microwave and you see like whatever you were heating up just like splashing all over, and you're like, God damn it, now I gotta clean the microwave too. It's just an added chore. The
I don't mind
intentions
the
were good. You're like,
microwave.
I'm gonna outsmart this temperature. I'm putting you in super cold so I can drink you faster. You're not getting by me, and then it gets by you.
Little
nice.
tip: if you want to do that, wet a paper towel and wrap it around the can, and then throw it in. Like 5 minutes, it'll be cold. The beer will be cold.
Life hack from Pat.
Yep.
The more you know. Robert, play that sound. Boom, 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 boom.
I don't know a lot,
from now on.
but I do know
He knows
tricks
some-
about drinking.
He knows stuff about things.
Usually,
He drinks and he knows things. That's what the guy from Elf said on Game of Thrones.
Peter Dinklage, yes.
No, you shouldn't have said that. The bit was that you wouldn't say his name. So then I would have to say, don't worry about it.
Oh, I will always give Peter
Oh.
Dinklage as much credit as possible. That he is a great man.
He's an angry elf. Angelica Hughes, At Helly Ray Houston on Twitter says, her not cool is spending all my time preparing for finals and still not doing well. Yeah. And then like at that point, like, why did I just not fuck off? Like I could have got out drinking.
That's
Like,
why
there's
I
nothing
never
worse.
studied.
There's nothing worse than like studying and then going in and you're like, I didn't study the right stuff, did I?
That's
don't
why I just
really-
I just didn't study at all.
I did
just
study and
You
that was
you
the only
read
way I
over
could
your
get through.
notes right before the test, and then you just go, well, I either know it or I don't.
We'll see. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, that fucking sucks. T's and P's. Hopefully,
next
your
time.
other grades were good. Or yeah, give them next time. I had to retake sign language one time. Sign language 1. That
What-
shut up.
What does that
That
say?
doesn't- You're saying fuck you, but it's not sign language. Watch the video version. Pass Your A podcast on YouTube. Go follow us. Subscribe to us. Come on. All right. Danielle Weston at Danny_Weston on Twitter says, her not cool is they changed my sister-in-law's schedule, so she has to work Christmas Day. The family has now rescheduled our Christmas for this weekend. I'm going to miss the spooktacular. No.
boo.
Danielle, hear me out. You are up for several awards. And you're a very hot commodity for these Gravies Awards. No, what happened is like you already had a plan. Now they had to change the plan. You can just do your family's Christmas at Southern Star Brewing Company during this spectacular.
It would be electric.
Think of how much fun it would be like when you're exchanging gifts. Like, Danielle, what'd you get? Oh, a sweater. Oh, yeah. So just be like, hey, sorry, I already actually had plans this Saturday. Why don't we do Christmas at Southern Star Brewing Company? I've got a great podcast. You can give them the gift of a free subscription to Pass Your A podcast. We'll throw that in, no charge. You know what, Robert? You think we can give them a free subscription? Everybody in our family to our YouTube channel too.
It might take some work to pull off, but yeah, I think we can do it.
We'll make it happen. All right,
Yeah.
Guaranteed free subscriptions to the audio and YouTube versions of the podcast. So every single one of your family members, that's on us. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them they already got gifts. We already got gifts for them. That's very rude of them to not go to the spooktacular. Looks like you're back at the spooktacular then. I mean, we just turned your not cool into a cool. Like, hey, I already had the plans. It's not my fault that your work fucked you over. We're doing Christmas at Southern Star, all right? We're doing Christmas with the Gravy Gang.
It's always the in-laws.
That does suck.
ruining
I'm sorry,
things.
Danielle. Love you. We'll miss you. Alex, but you should definitely make them like, definitely throw it out there. Alex O at Alex McThunder1 on Twitter says his not cool is putting in a lot of money to fix my truck transmission. Then I'm over here trying to buy gifts for Christmas, and bam, my truck needs another repair. It's going to be tough buying gifts the next couple weeks. Yeah, it always just feel like you're like never poorer than you are like end of November or beginning of December when you're like, and I have to buy gifts. It's always like, oh, all these bills I do. Bucks or gifts and then rent, and you're like, but I always pay rent every year. I pay rent every year, once a year. No, rent's due. It's like, yeah, every month, idiot. But you're like, fuck, not again.
Taxes only in Olympic years and rent once a year.
Once a year.
Alex just lives on the
I think my
wild
credit's so great.
side.
Yeah, dude. No, I totally feel it, and that is a solid not cool. Like I felt that too. Like where you're like, because like, so like I don't know about anybody that's ever been married before, but it's like the people that bought you gifts. Like I feel like obligated to, like when I'm getting them Christmas gifts, like I can't just be like fuck off gifts. So it's like you bought me like a legitimate, thoughtful gift for our wedding. I can't get you just like my famous pretzels. I can't just give you those.
Sure as hell can.
Yeah, but I feel like an
You're
asshole.
a newlywed. You're trying to save money now.
So everybody in my circle's getting dope shit though.
See.
And
Now
I'm
you're
gonna
in.
be poor. That's what
but
I'm
here-
saying right now. I'm saying
now-
I'm gonna be poor, but everybody in my circle is getting dope shit.
You've got a couple years where you can just give fuck off gifts to everybody, because now newlywed, trying to save money to start building your life, and then in a couple years maybe you're like, well, we got, we're thinking about having kids. We got to save up money for kids, and then if you have kids, you're like, well, kids are expensive, all that, so you don't have to buy anyone a good gift ever again. Think about it that
Mm.
way.
No, I would rather be like when you get somebody a cool gift, like it does feel better to give than receive sometimes, where you're like when they're like, dude, oh my God, this is so cool. Like, I like doing that.
That's why I don't give gifts at
It's a
all. I
high.
don't want to
It's a
feel
high.
anything.
But sometimes you feel good for like 5 seconds.
It's all I gotta do. All I have to
Those
do. I
5
gotta figure out a
seconds
gift
are
for my
what keeps
dad.
you going.
That's it. I gotta get
Yeah,
something for my dad, and I gotta just pick out a nice bottle for my mom. Couple
I would
bottles for my
say
mom.
I'm about 45% done. So I got
I'm
plenty of time.
0% done, but in 4 presents, I'll be 100% done.
The key is you just gotta remember to like order stuff that might take a couple of weeks to get there. You gotta order that early enough in December to where you're like, hey, that's done. Like I have a box that's for like Christmas gifts that aren't obviously for Emma. So it's just like, oh, another one. Ooh, another one. Like I've just got a stack of stuff. I'm like, I just gotta wrap these bitches. Like it's awesome.
You know-
Just be like, all I gotta do is buy paper, not paper, and then make Emma do it, or just bags. I'm a bag guy.
Maybe I should just get my mom some like cheap little water squirt guns for whenever my dad's being a dick. She can just like squirt him with water.
With the dog.
And yeah, like with a dog or a cat. And here's the thing, and my dad will like it because then pretty soon he's just gonna steal them from her and hide them, and then he'll use them against her. So it's really like a double gift.
The gift he keeps on giving.
My mom will enjoy it because once or twice she'll get to piss off my dad, and then my dad will be like, all right, I'm gonna spend the next 3 years strategically attacking you with these.
Win the long game.
Oh, yeah.
Our next not cool is from Brett Brandon at Price of a ZJ on Twitter. Brett, this is actually pertaining to what I was gonna just say, but Brett says his not cool is when your homie promises he's going to meet you at the bar after he lets his dog out and doesn't. Brett got married this weekend. Pat did a great job officiating the wedding. Well done, Pat. Everybody, round
It
of
was
applause.
serviceable.
Round of applause, Pat.
How was that?
We'll get to
Pat.
that in a little bit.
But yeah, afterwards, well, they were gonna go out. I was Emma was like, hey, I got Uber. Will you, Emma? Emma may have been a little drunk. She's here, but she may have got a little.
Yeah,
Okay.
just her, not both of you.
I was also, but like I was down, like I'm always down to go to the second location. That's my problem. And I don't think she was.
As
I
someone
think
that
she
was there,
like, I'm gonna fall asleep.
I can attest that neither one of you needed to be in public anymore.
Probably not. But I was always down. And so like that's bro, I love you, bro. Like you're the rule, the old ball and chain, you know, the old ball and chain, the old lady.
Yeah. Me and Raymundo were actually texting, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll make sure we get Alex in an Uber back home." You guys both had a great time. I will say this: I have not seen Emma that drunk in a while, and I forgot just how much fun drunk Emma is.
Emma drunk is very fun. But Brett and Paula, congratulations to the Brandons. They had a fucking awesome wedding, and I really admit the world that we were invited to it, and I can't imagine Pat fucking did a killer job doing that. So we didn't even screw it up, I don't think. And those tacos, I've still thought about those tacos that they had every single day since.
Oh my god, those tacos were so good.
Those tacos were dope. But that was a fucking awesome venue. It was a whole the party was fucking awesome. And again, I hung out with my BFF Eleanor, their daughter, and we were partying. She was partying with non-alcoholic drinks. I was partying with alcoholic drinks.
Alex was partying a lot.
We had glow sticks, and she liked the glow sticks, and I also liked the glow sticks. So we were drawn by glow sticks and friendship. So yeah.
And karate.
Love you, buddy. I'm sorry. He didn't want to name names, but I'm saying that was me. He was obviously talking about.
Yeah.
We'll see you at the Spooktacular this weekend, pal. Quentin Hughes at Q the Ace on Twitter says his not cool is I procrastinated and waited too late to order a Christmas sweater, so now I won't have any Pass the Gravy swag to wear to the Spooktacular. Bro, we would love it if you had Pass the Gravy Spooktacular. Or if you had merch to wear to the Spooktacular, you can get it anytime you want, buddy. You being at the Spooktacular, that's presence alone. Your presence is presence. That's enough, buddy.
Make your own shirt.
If you got ugly Christmas sweaters, preferably PTG ones, wear them. If you got Christmas themed anything, wear them. You know what I got the other day? Fucking Mardi Gras beads, green and red Mardi Gras beads. So we can just be we're gonna be throwing fucking beads out. And I got lots of them.
I'm just trying to see some titties.
That's not. It's a kid friendly. Remember, there will be no showing of titties.
Yeah, well, don't say that. Just don't.
There will be
don't point them at the children.
No, we're not doing that.
You know.
It's just for vibes. They're vibe beats. Just like, whoa, yo, hey, I like
And
this guy's
sometimes the
vibing.
vibe is
This guy's
showing your
vibing.
tits.
This guy's vibing. This gal's vibing. This
How
guy's
dare you
vibing.
tell women they're not allowed to show their breast? You fucking misogynist.
Not in front of children. Not like that.
Yeah, you don't
Um,
show the children.
Not like that. Yeah, Quentin, that sucks. I get you. I get the feeling, but you can order ptgpassagewaymerch.com whenever you want, buddy. It may not get there by the 17th, by this Saturday, but we appreciate you listening. Appreciate you coming out and hanging out with us. You being at the Spooktacular is just as dope. We're something Christmas themed though. We're reviving. It's a Christmas party, right? Get Christmassy. That's our listener submitted not cools. I have a couple I can start off with unless anybody else wanted to go first.
Go for it.
Okay. My first one is this happened to me at the grocery store. I guess Monday. I had been moved because Christmas, I'm buying shit and I've been moving around money in one of my accounts and I didn't realize how low the balance was on one of them. And I got the whole cart of groceries got declined. I was like,
Ew.
and then you're just like, there's like people behind me. So I was like, yeah, hold on. You get on the app and you try and like move money real quick. And I was like, you know what? I think I have cash. And like, I had just enough cash where like, here, sorry about that. But like, then you like, everybody looks at you like, look at this this fucking broke bitch. But I look like a little broke bitch. And I felt like one. And just, it's never cool. Like, yeah, it didn't go through. God damn it. Now what?
It always feels like that's what people are thinking, but nobody's thinking that. The only thing people are thinking is, Jesus Christ, come on, just get it together. They're not calling you a broke bitch. They're just mad that you're taking an extra 37 seconds in the line. You're just slowing it up.
I pride myself at being like very fast. Like I have everything ready to go. I had the wallet out. I had beer. So I was getting my Southern Star. I was like, here's my ID for that. And then card, boom. Fuck, decline. All right, let me try it again. Fuck. Declined again. Not cool. What would have been really not cool is not having the cash in the wallet, and then I would have had.
Oh yeah, that would have really sucked.
Give it like 5 minutes, and it'll move over, and then we swipe it again. Then you swipe it too many times, and it's like error. Your card has been
locked.
There's been suspicious activity. Yeah. Then it's just all like I'm just gonna leave my groceries. I'm just gonna run off. I'm out. The Kevin McAllister, just grab the toothbrush and run.
Hey, priorities. For you, it would have been grab the beer and run.
My other not cool is my weird toe. Got a weird toe thing going on. My like left big toe, it's just been like cold for like the last 4 or 5 days. Like it's like also like sore. So I don't know if it's like sore and cold or just it feels cold, or if it's cold, it feels cold because it's sore or whatever. But like I also got a lot of shit going on, and I did the probably smart thing where I was like, I'm not gonna look it up online, Alex, and see what kind of rare disease I have.
Do you think it's the
Chilblains.
the gout that Pat's been warning you about?
Because it would have been swollen. I think gout swells up.
Well, this
Not looked
it
it
could
up.
be chilblains. It says they're small, itchy swell. Is your toe itchy?
No, it's just like it just feels like it's cold, but like the rest of my feet don't feel cold. It's weird.
Yeah. I don't see anything else on a
Yeah.
cursory search of the internet.
Maybe it's like circulation something. So I'll figure it out after Christmas. Figure that out. This is a 2023, Alex.
You could have heart disease, hormonal changes, autoimmune conditions, maybe anemia.
See, this is why I didn't look these things up, Pat.
Yeah, you could be anemic, bro.
I don't think I'm anemic. Aren't girls anemic?
A vitamin B12 deficiency can give you neurological symptoms, including feeling of cold hands and feet.
Maybe I'll hop on the B12. But yeah, had a weird
Get some B12.
weird cold toe. I don't know. That's it feels odd. And like I've been doing some like hit workouts. So like I'm kind of like I do them barefoot when I'm working out. And so like something like maybe I tweaked that, but it's like, why does it feel cold? And if it's just something based on that, I don't know. Like it's not like super like problematic, I don't think. So until it feels
I can picture how annoying it is though. Like, you know, when you're playing video games and you know your 2 pointer fingers are on top of the controller.
yeah.
And maybe you're playing and it's cold So then like you have your hands like in your lap or something, but those two fingers are exposed. So then that finger is just by itself cold.
Yeah.
That's super fucking annoying.
Yeah.
So
It's just
I
like
can imagine how bad it is on the toe.
having like constant cold feet, but not being able to get rid of it. But it's just like one part of the toe, which is like one like cold toe.
One cold toe. Ooh, band name. One cold toe.
One cold toe. But yeah, so that's my not cool. It'll be fine. Hey, the blood one healed up fine. I haven't had an issue with that since. Like, so like my whole method is just don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean that's what I do. Just ignore it until it goes away. And
Just don't worry
nothing
about it.
my whole life I've just always ignored it until it goes away and nothing's become a problem yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. It worked last time, so I'm hoping it works again that way again. So
Me too, buddy.
I hope it's not gout.
Robert, you go next or you want me to go?
I'll go. It's pretty quick.
All right.
Sam and I were out, and she was getting her dad a Christmas gift. She got him an inversion table.
Ooh.
I don't exactly know what those are. I
It
think,
like goes upside down, so it like
It stretches out your
decompresses
spine.
your back.
Yeah, it decompresses your back, so it helps relieve back pain.
what if you get stuck?
No, it's really not hard to flip yourself back over, and there's handles. So even if you're upside down, you can kind of just like you grab them right where your hands are, and then you can just pull yourself right up.
I feel like I've heard stories of people being stuck on them, but then you would just pass out, and then like I think somebody like I don't know. I'm sure that there's ways to get stuck on them, but yeah. If you have like back problems, does he have a lot of back problems?
Yeah, he's been dealing with some pain recently.
So yeah, I've heard that they work wonders.
Well,
That would be something. If I was rich, I would buy inversion. Like I would have all those weird back things and be like, check this out, and I would use them twice, and then that'd be it. But
it wasn't too
if he's
expensive.
got back problems,
I think it was.
I was gonna ask you,
120.
and yeah, most of
Not
them I'm
bad.
seeing are low end, the 120, 130, up to about 350, but most of them are in the $100 to like $200 range. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, that surprised me. But
That's a good gift.
we were out in my car,
stop.
and now it's just in there because there's no space in the house for it, and so I don't have a trunk.
Yeah.
Like I went and get groceries today. And I'm like, dang it, I can't put any of this stuff in the trunk. I had to put it in the front seat. Like,
Yeah,
where's the
that-
trunk space.
That's like Emma's trunk has our like the boxes of all of our Christmas decorations and stuff in
Box.
her trunk. So she's like, we're going to the spectacular. Hopefully it doesn't rain. We can take your truck. I was like, you're right. Because it always rains when we go to Southern Star.
Mhm.
Always.
Probably gonna rain on Saturday.
There's always that
Um,
one stretch going up 45 where you're just sitting in rainy traffic.
Yeah. Like that Darling Like a Marlin 2 beer release this year was the first time I think ever that we've been to Southern Star for a Pass the Gravy event. It's like when we go to other events at Southern Star, it doesn't rain.
Yeah,
But
'cause
when we've got every time we've had one, always rains.
we kept planning to do one outside. Like, oh, we'll do this one
Yeah.
outside. Nope, it rains. We'll do this one outside. Nope, it rains. Yeah, but finally, we did get to do one outside.
We're doing this one in the tap room though,
Mhm.
inside, which means that since we're not playing anything outside, maybe we juked it out and it's like, nope, not gonna rain. Oh, they wanted to do it outside? No. Inside's where we're doing it. But yeah, no, that does suck. Like when you just have like shit in your trunk, you're like, just gotta hang on to it for a little while. And I
Yep,
always
like
have
another 10 days.
I have the Ranger truck bed. So like I always feel like if I'm worried about like anything, like just hanging out, like if I have certain stuff, I'm like, I don't put that in the bed of the truck. So like then I just like load up the inside of like it's just right next to me. Like I don't have a back seat or anything.
That's how you got to do it.
Probably sucks, but I feel that's a solid, not cool.
So mine,
Yeah, what you got?
beautiful, beautiful wedding for Brett and Paula. I got a couple that come with it though. Just of the three of us standing up at the front of that reception, I was, and I'm sure Alex can attest to this, by far the sweatiest one.
Mm-hmm.
I sweat a lot as is, but when you put me in like a dress shirt and long pants, so there is really nowhere that my skin is getting any air to it. I sweat a lot, and like I had pit stain before the ceremony. I had pit stains coming through my shirt already. And of course, I get everywhere I go way too early. So I was there just way early. So I'm just sitting there, just accumulating sweat. Then we
You
get
were
to the
also like
ceremony.
performing the service. So like, I don't
Yes.
think it looked weird that you were there early. Like he's prepared. Like if you were
Yeah.
just a guest and you were 2 hours early, I think they'd be like, what's the fucking guy?
I mean, I wasn't that early, but
I know, but like you were like, it doesn't look weird if the guy that's performing the ceremony
yeah.
is there early.
Also, I'm gonna put this as a little side, not cool. My payment was he gave me a bottle of Four Roses whiskey single barrel, and it was delicious, and it's already gone. So that's kind of part of also not cool because I killed that
You
way too quickly.
enjoyed the gift.
It was great though. So yeah, I was sweating my ass off. Then during the ceremony, somebody had asked me the next day, how did it go? And I said, well, I almost didn't fuck up. There was we didn't really do a rehearsal of what we were gonna do when we were up there. Like Paula had written something for me to say. So as I'm reading it, there was 2 parts that kind of had like there was a break where we could do the ring exchange. And I was planning on doing the second one. So as I blow through the first part, in the middle of me talking, Brett turns around and grabs the rings. So I was like, oh, I guess he's just going to do it right now. But I was already like mid-sentence. I couldn't stop. And I'm looking down at what I'm reading and looking up to the crowd. So I just saw him grab them and grab her hands. And I thought he slipped the ring on then. And she did the same. It did not. Because when it came to the second part of where the the ring exchange was going to be, I was like, oh, he already did it. So I just kind of kept going. And he goes, wait, we got to do the rings. In the middle of the fucking ceremony. And I was like,
I honestly, like, I don't think it derailed it or made it bad. Like I think there's like moments like that like to happen, like where it's just like, if it's something like silly little mishap, it's like, that's something that, like, they're going to remember that, you know? Like, it's not like fucking, God damn it, Pat, you ruined it. Like it was something that's at least like, it's comical and stuff like that.
Yeah. So that made me laugh. And then at the end, as the officiant, I had to sign the marriage document. And it's just like, I blank, do blank on this day, blank. And when it came to the day, instead of just writing 10th, I started to write 12/10. So I had to scratch out the little 12 on their official marriage license. I made a fucking typo on the marriage license.
But hey, only the state knows that. And then
what are you gonna do? Hey, Brett knew the risks when he asked me.
No, I thought you did a great job, man. And you said you were sweaty. You did look sweaty in like that one picture that you tweeted out. But like, I didn't think when you were up there that you looked overly sweaty. It was like, Jesus, this guy, all he does is sweat. Like, you were sweaty, but like, you weren't just like, your shirt wasn't soaking wet, you know?
Yeah, it wasn't like backstains, anything like that. It's just my forehead, and it was kind of a warm.
You were
day
nervous,
anyway,
and you were nervous, and that probably contributed to it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Like we
Oh,
talked about on the pod last week. Like, yeah, you could tell you were a little nervous, but like you did a great job.
My forehead was just fucking so sweaty. I kept trying to find. I was using the back of my hand and then wiping that on like on the back side of like where my belt is. But I'm trying to find a place where I could wipe my sweat on my clothes.
Pat's little like notebook that he had too was really funny because it was like, it had like
it's also where
picks, it had like gamble picks and then it was like, and we are gathered here today, like, but on the next page it's like North Carolina State over 65.
Yeah, like the 2 pages before were our football picks and a Thanksgiving order, and then it's wedding vows.
Yeah,
so it's just my little work notebook.
But yeah, great job to you, buddy. I don't think that, I mean, I know that you're not cool, but like I think you're in your head about it. But you're not cool. I think you did.
It just made me laugh that I did that. Yeah. Oh, it was fun. Hey, now I've got one under my belt. Now I can start charging real money.
I was about to ask, now that you've done one, how do you feel about doing more?
Yeah, like the itch.
I mean, I probably will end up doing this again at some point. Would be my guess.
Was it high? Did you feel like a rush doing it?
I mean, it was chill.
Like everybody's listening to me.
Here's the thing though, like, and I said this before, I actually don't think any of my close friends would allow me to. Because they'll be like, dude, you're way too comfortable. You'll say something stupid. And I'm like, well, that's a fair point. Because I will.
Yeah. Just had to repetitively say, please just don't say fuck. And that's what Paula did for you.
She
so
did. She
you're
was like,
good.
"Don't say fuck," and I was like,
You're good.
gotcha."
I gave a speech, and I guess not cool. And that was like just panicked. I didn't plan to give a speech, and I gave a speech, and it was just the Michael Scott like.
Looked up wedding.
Wedding in the dictionary is the fusing of two metals together. You guys are both two metals, gold medals. I should have been like, hey, I know I probably know them less than everybody else, but like less than most of you guys, but they're fucking awesome, and I'm really glad that I'm friends with them. And like, I should
It was
have
a
added
great
something
wedding.
else to that, but I was like, I panicked. I panicked, and I just quoted Michael Scott. That was it.
It was a great wedding.
Great wedding.
It was a really
lot of
fun wedding.
Great tacos.
By the end of it, Emma was hammered trying to fucking set me up on future dates.
Yeah. That was a weird part of the wedding.
It was, but it was hilarious.
Conversation, at least.
It was a fun day. We'll keep that part secret, what was said, but it was
fun wedding. Well done, Brett and Paula. Congratulations. That was a not cool segment. Why don't we move into our final segment of the show? And then the next time you'll talk to us after this show, it'll be the live Christmas Spooktacular going down this Saturday, December 17th, the Sutters Drive Brewing Company. Before we get into telling you guys about Gravy Gambles and then the answers segment, yeah, so next, just some housekeeping, so we don't have to do it while we're doing the live show. The live recording of episode 493, the Christmas Spooktacular, is going down Saturday, December 17th, like we've been telling you guys. If you're there, you'll get to see it live. You get to be a part of it. It'll be awesome. If you win a Gravies Award and you are not there, I cannot guarantee you will get your Gravy Award. That's a lot of responsibility that you're going to put on us.
We're going to be drunk. And sometimes
we're going to be drinking. Robert is going to have to wrangle us at a certain point. And I can't expect Robert to just hang on to a trophy. I can't get Robert these bowls. You think he's going to get you your fucking trophies? Like, if you are not there, I might try and get you to do some sort of like record yourself with an acceptance speech that we could play. That would be great. But like, I think most of the people that seem like that we think are going to win, we still have a couple that are kind of up for grabs. We got to have a sit down and discuss. But most of the Gravies winners, I believe, have RSVP'd or said that they will be there. So if you do win and you are not there, you still are the winner. You just may not get the trophy because we are not responsible. And
we've said for years, the Gravy Gang is a lawless bunch.
We're lawless. Sometimes it goes other places. I don't know.
If they see a trophy that's just sitting around unguarded, it might get grabbed. It's been known to happen in the past.
It's happened before. Yeah. Like, I don't think he won. It was like, yeah, I don't know. He just had that one. That guy wasn't there. Oh, you're right.
He grabbed it. We're not the police.
I'm not going to arrest a guy.
Possession is 9/10
supporting
of
us.
law.
He's at our show supporting us. I'm not going to tell him like, fuck you.
Which is honestly almost better. Did you win that Gravy Award? Nope. Stole it.
Nope. Souvenir.
Big guy. Well, it's yours now.
Yeah. But yeah, so if you're not there, I'll try and get it to you. No promises though. Also, we will do the live episode the Saturday, and then we will use that as our Wednesday episode next week. So since Christmas is the following Sunday, we got a whole week to lead up to Christmas. That'll be our Wednesday regular episode for next week. So but listen back to it. If you're there, listen back to it, watch it. Robert will have the video version of it. We'll have some photos up on Facebook and everything. Another one of our photo albums. And then we're going to have our best of the following Wednesday. And this year, I think it's going to be mostly video. We'll put out an audio version, but we're going to have mostly like quick little video clips that we've had from episodes over the year, about like an hour and a half ish long. But so that's just kind of the rundown for the rest of the year before we finish out this podcast. But yeah, that's our Wednesday episode for next week. So this is our last like we're obviously going to have some stuff that may happen after we record on Saturday that we don't get to. So don't be like, what the fuck? That's why it's Christmas themed. It's fucking Christmas. All right. Just go with it. It's the spirit of Christmas, guys. And if you have any Christmas themed answers questions, fucking throw them in. If we don't get them, if we don't get to them at the Spooktacular, we're gonna have live answers questions. So come on up, ask them. And then let's move on. We have the Christmas movie bracket as well that we need to finalize a couple of those. I will send you guys my list pretty much, but I got my bracket board already. We just got to fill it out. Before we get into the answers segment, it's brought to you by the Gravy Gambles Show. Pat and I do the Gravy Gambles Show every single week. I suck at picking, so you just pick against what I pick what Pat picks, because Pat's been doing pretty well. Pat Pat, I don't even remember the record, but
I do.
I'm
I've got
now
it right here.
I'm officially under 500 now. Not doing great. Not doing great.
Yeah, as of this weekend being done, I am now 26-16, and Alex is 19-22-1 after an 0-3 showing this weekend.
Only way to go up is up. So this week, I mean, every week we put out the episode. We put out that week's episode of Gravy Gamble's show on our YouTube channel, Pass Grade Podcast on YouTube. Just search it and subscribe to it. Then we put that out at 1:30 Central Time every Friday afternoon, and then 10 a.m. Central Time on Sunday mornings. This week we have Saturday games. So I guess if we pick any of those Saturday games, then I'll put it before the Saturday games start too. So you'll have that. But yeah, Gravy Gamble's show. Check that out. Subscribe
I had
to
a
our
thought.
YouTube channel and tune in.
I know you wanted to add more because all we had agreed all year long.
Well, now that you're
on
winning,
was
I think I'm
no,
sure
no,
you're
no, no,
adding
no,
to
no.
it.
And I was gonna say we don't have to because I know the separation has been built. All we had agreed upon was the jersey, which I'm fine with. But I was saying, what if like loser does a spicy wing challenge or something?
I had said 5Ks in 5 days, and you were like, absolutely fucking not.
Yeah, these colors don't run, baby.
You
I ain't
do a
doing no
5K
running
every single
shit.
day for 5 days.
Yeah, not doing that. First of all, don't really have the time to do it 5 consecutive days just because
That's
my
why it's a
work schedule.
punishment. You had to figure it out.
I would have been doing
It's
it
like
like
you
2
get off.
a.m.
Yeah, I know. That's why it would have been funny.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's funny if I had to do it. Meanwhile, you could just do it at 3 o'clock every day.
It's still 5K.
But yeah, that's why I vetoed that. If you want to say no, I'm fine. Like I said, it's late. We probably should just keep it with just the jersey, but it was a thought like spicy wing challenge. It's never fun.
Yeah, no, it's not. I don't know if you don't want.
We'll
to do
probably-
the
we'll
spicy
probably-
wing challenge. We'll see.
I actually had a bad thought yesterday. I was like, I got to start deciding what jersey I want Alex to buy me. And I was like, oh no. No. There's still so much season left. No. Don't think about that. And I had to like, I did like crosses, and I like knocked on like every wood table within like 20 feet of me. When I said that, I was like, no. Don't think like that.
Wow. Only way I can go now is up. The Gravy Gamble Show. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Pass Grade Podcast on YouTube. I also post them on Instagram and Facebook as well. This is the answers segment. Anything you want to ask us with relationship advice, you got a high thought, you want a business idea you want to run by us, anything like that, hit us up, answers, or at Pass Grade Pod, use the hashtag PTG answers. That's how we find them. We prefer Twitter. That's how we get 95% of them. Hashtag PTG answers to at Pass Grade Pod. You have to use that hashtag so we can search that, and that'll help it show up for us. You can also email them to us, answers@passgradepod.com, or just go to passgradepod.com and contact us, and they will forward that over to us. But answers segment is preferably reached to us by hashtag PTG answers at Pass Grade Pod. This, guys, is the answers segment.
Well, if you just answer the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question. It's like, why must we answer the question? Any questions?
All right, our first question comes from Glamour Perry, nominee for Woman of the Year at the Gravies. She's at Glam for Life. That's GLAM, the number 4 LYFE on Twitter. And Glamour says, I borrowed a shirt without asking and got a stain on it. What do I do?
Throw it away.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like my whole thing is like, do they know that you borrowed it? Like, were you like, hey, I borrowed this shirt, and like you didn't ask them, but then they were like, well, shit, she's already got it. Because if they know that, then you're kind of fucked. And at that point, then you see if you can go buy another shirt and just replace it or give it to them. If they don't know you borrowed it, then you either find that shirt if you can and replace it, or nothing. You do nothing, and then
Bring it to a dry cleaners.
But if you can't get the stain out, just do nothing. If they don't know that you took it, like,
what is the stain that it won't come out?
But how many shirts have you just had that just disappeared? And you're like, I had that. I don't know where that shirt went. All the time. Like that,
Dude,
they'll just chalk it up to that. Like, I think,
and I lose shirts.
Yeah, you're like, well, like somewhere between me putting this in the washer and then having to like find like, where's the fucking sock? I put both these socks in there. Why is only one in here? Like it happens with socks all the time. That's probably number one. And then like shirts, they just disappear. They just
Every
fucking
time-
disappear.
Every time I see my parents, I'll get up there and my mom will have like 2 shirts of mine, just like folded up and like, oh, these
You're
are
just
yours.
like,
You
you
left
thought
them
it's
last
gone.
time. And I'm like, well, one time I was like, last time I went up there, it was the Pass the Gravy shirt, like just the Pass the Gravy with the microphone. And I swear to God, I forgot I even owned one of those. I've been missing that one for so long.
See?
And last time I went to see her, I literally brought like 3 shirts. How did I go home with one and not notice? 2 of them were still there.
Yeah, but that's just one of those things you just try to like, I don't know, that happens. Like the other day I was like, I got a duffel bag out of my closet and I thought I had just lost this shirt, but like I had I guess used it the last time I had used that duffel bag to go like when I went away somewhere, and it, like the shirt was just folded up in that duffel bag. I was like, oh, I forgot about this shirt. And it felt like it was a brand new shirt. I felt like I found a little treasure. Like it's one of those things. Like if they don't know that you took it, just they'll chalk it up to like, I don't know, lost it in laundry.
Hey, Robert, you want some breaking baseball news that's not really going to worry you at all?
Hmm.
Thor to the Dodgers. Dodgers just got Syndergaard. 4 years ago, that would have been a very scary signing. Now he throws 93 miles an hour. It's not so scary anymore.
This is the content you're here for, gang.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that if they do know you took it, you gotta just apologize for it and say, like, I'll buy you another one, or I'm just really sorry. And then if they don't, just let it be. Robert, do you agree?
Yeah. You got to at least try to clean it, though.
Like, do
Yeah,
like
you gotta
they did
try.
on Meet the Fockers and just spray paint it the same. Like, go to the paint store and find paint that's the same color as the shirt and just paint over it.
Use dish
My
soap.
apartments used to do that with mold. I'd be like, hey, there's mold right here from when I had a leak in my ceiling. And they'd be, all right, yeah, we'll be up today. And then they would go and bring spray paint and go. And I was like, I guess that covers it up. Didn't get rid of the stain or the mold, probably, but it covered it up. So, like, they'll never know.
Tide sticks.
Tide sticks. Yeah. Just call your mom. Like, I remember getting a stain in one of my shirts. I was like, Mom, how do I get this out? And it was like Dawn dish detergent. She was that, like, but it's like, I guess it had to be a fresh stain.
Scotch and club soda. You drank the scotch
always
while
a
you
good
dab
one.
it with club
That's
soda.
always a good one. Good question, Glamour. I like that was like a real life question that we got.
I did like that. That was like a
I
nice
think
change of pace from what we normally
we
get.
need some more of those, guys. Danielle Weston at Danny_Weston on Twitter says, my friend just ran over a rosary in our work parking lot. How many years of bad luck is that? Is it more or less than breaking a mirror?
Well, none for her. It's bad luck for whoever dropped the rosary.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, unless she did it on purpose, I don't think any, because I think, Robert, correct me if I'm wrong, rosaries are like to pray with, right? Like that's what the prayer
Mhm.
beads are that are always in the tattoo hands, like the praying hands on all the tattoos. It's like they got the rosaries on it. Do you have to like put them in in your hands, or do you wrap your hand, like wrap them around your hand? I don't know. Do you know the methodology?
I don't really know the methodology, but yeah, I think like they wrap it like,
Neither.
and like they move the bees like one by one.
Yeah, because it's an
Is it
exact
like
number.
per prayer?
I don't remember how many beads are on it, but it's an exact number. It's always the same amount of beads. It's like 32 or something.
Okay, but
There's reasoning behind all of it. I didn't
if your
pay
friend
attention to any of it though.
saw the rosary and was like, fuck this, and ran over it, just Google rosary and like look at it if you don't know what we're talking about, guys. But it's this like little cross bead necklace.
59 beads in a rosary.
59. That is very specific.
Oh,
I
and there's
think-
like steps. It's like a whole thing.
So yeah, I think that it's less if you didn't do it, it's less than a mirror, less years of bad luck, because, and I can't remember what we used this for earlier. God forgives you. God would forgive you for that. Hey, the accidents happen. You know, I think God forgives you on that. Also, if you do it on purpose, I think you get 1 year of bad luck. Solid year.
Yeah.
Solid year of bad luck. 'Cause
59
God's
days.
like wants to teach you a lesson. but like not like your whole life, you know.
What if you didn't know it was rosary
59
beads?
days. Yeah,
You
I like
just
that.
saw it. You just saw it was
So less-
something on the ground, and you were like, "I'm gonna hit it."
I mean, I don't look at exactly what's on the ground the whole time. I usually like if I'm backing into a spot, I'm like, is there anything on this concrete? I guess yeah, you kind of do. Is there a child?
I like
But
that.
other than
I
that,
think
I'm not like what is on the
59
concrete.
days.
59 days.
days, one for every
So,
bead.
what is the how many years of bad luck is it for breaking a mirror? Is it like 7 years or something like that?
7 years bad luck. I feel like that sounds
Yeah,
right.
it's definitely less than a mirror. Because God, he forgives you and he wants to learn your lesson, so you get the bad luck for those 59 days, and then it's over. And you have to repent. You have to go to what's the fucking word? Confession. Go to confession.
Yeah, it was 7 years for the mirror. Yeah. You
Okay.
just confess. Just go. Hopefully, you ran over the beads in a church parking lot, and you just go right to confession, and then you
Yeah,
can
you
absolve
knock it
yourself
two
of the
birds, one
59
stone.
days.
And then also like if you think about like bad luck for breaking a mirror, when you really just get like mirror coin is like higher than it's ever been, while Bitcoin is crashing, all the cryptos are crashing. Like mirror coin, it's liquid, like you can touch it, you can see the bits and pieces of mirrors. People like sometimes it's worth the bad luck to people. So whatever the fucking crypto bro that just got arrested, it's not AOC, but it sounds like it's the 3-letter
SBF.
yeah, that guy, the SBF, whatever that guy is, he hadn't fucking even. You can't feel those bitcoins. Can't feel that crypto. You can feel the shards of mirror that is stabbing you as you hold your mirror coin, and it's limitless value. But so sometimes it is worth the bad luck, but not running over rosary. Running over rosary is less bad luck than a mirror.
Yeah,
Great question.
because like you said, God forgives.
Great question. Next one is from Alex O. Alex McThunder1 on Twitter, and he says, "Power rank these pies." We love our power rankings. Hit us up with power rankings, guys. Give us the 5 options, and we'll power rank the fuck out of anything, guys. Alex O says, "Power rank these pies." He gives us apple pie, pumpkin pie, American pie, pecan pie, and cream pie.
You gonna make me act up.
You want me to go first?
You gonna make me act up. Yeah, you go first.
One is American, or no. One is apple pie because it's more American than American pie. Apple pie. 1. 2, I'm gonna go cream pie. Just feels better. Just feels better, right?
I mean,
Right?
and technically, you
Oh,
get
Alex.
donuts in that too.
Oh, Alex, you're being a pervert. Okay, well then I'm also talking about Boston cream pie, which is delicious.
There you go.
Perfect. I covered both bases there. Number 3, pecan pie. Gets a lot of shit from some people, but pecan pie is the shit. Number 4, pumpkin pie. I like pumpkin pie. It's good on Thanksgiving. That's about it. But I think it could be higher on like 4 doesn't seem like it's a slight. It's 4th out of these. And then American
These
pie.
are 5 great things, though. By the way, so anywhere you
Right.
go, it's not a
American pie,
disrespectful slot.
whether it's the movie or the song, it's just not better than the other 4.
Man, you just fucked up by reminding me of the song. All right, number 1, I'm going cream pie. It is what it is.
Just feels better.
2. Damn. This now. I'm gonna go American Pie 2. Phenomenal movie and phenomenal song. See, I was gonna put it at 3 before you reminded me about the song.
It's like 19 minutes though.
It's a fucking phenomenal song.
A really
Plus,
long song.
plus that song gave us the Weird Al spoof, the Star Wars one. My, that poor Anakin guy.
Maybe
It's a great
later,
song.
someday later.
Now he's just a small fry. So yeah, I'm gonna go American Pie 2. 3, pecan pie. I love pecan pie. 4, I'm gonna go apple
Unnecessary
pie.
hate.
Yeah, I hear it, but I've never met anybody that's like pecan pie sucks. I'm like,
you don't like nuts, I guess.
that would be it. But like, it's sugar.
Yeah,
It's sugar and
It's
delicious.
an absolute delight.
Having apple pie at 4 seems low, but like I said, these are all 5 great options. And I absolutely love apple. My brother would kill me. Apple pie is his fucking
You can't go
favorite
wrong with
shit.
it.
He's
Like,
like,
unless you
the
absolutely
only
hate
thing he
apples.
asked for. The only thing he ever asked for,
That's
anytime there's
good.
like a family gathering, he just asks that somebody makes apple pie. That's all he wants, and he'll be happy.
Simple man. He doesn't believe in
Uh,
banks. He likes apple pies.
One year, somebody made it, and it was all gone before he got to eat any of it, and it was some of the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. And last, I'm gonna go pumpkin pie. Like I said, I think they're all 5 elite. No hate against pumpkin pie. I love pumpkin pie. I just like the other 4 more.
But pumpkin pie is like, do you ever like crave pumpkin pie
Yes.
outside of like, I mean, outside of November, like when on Thanksgiving, I'm like, fucking pumpkin pie. You gotta get a little pecan, little pumpkin, little chocolate
randomly
pie.
do.
Like I load up the plate with pie. I'm a big pie guy.
Right now at the restaurant, we have been making a pumpkin pie cheesecake.
Fuck, that does sound good.
And, dude, it's so good. It's so good.
It does sound good. I'm not even a big
It's-
pumpkin guy, but pumpkin pie fucks, dude. It
Pumpkin pie.
fucks.
Also, if you guys ever make homemade dog treats, throw pumpkin in it. Dogs love pumpkin, and
Emma
it's good for their
does.
digestion.
Emma makes
My
these-
sister does too. Yeah.
It makes these dog biscuits for Wheezy, and like she has like a little cookie cutter. She got a little tree, like to make a Christmas tree cookie cutter this year, and it's got like I think it's peanut butter and pumpkin that's in it.
Yeah.
And like when
That's
Wheezy,
exactly what my sister does.
when she's mixing it, like Wheezy fucking knows she's doing it. And like earlier this week, she was making them, and like the oven beeps, and Wheezy like would stand up and like run to the kitchen, like, "You ready? Are we ready? Is it time? It's time. Are we ready?" And it's like, "Bitch, we ain't fucking giving it to you right now. This is for later. This is the parcel out throughout the next like couple of weeks. What are you doing?" And she's like, "Oh, it's pumpkin time. I know it's right there." And she'll just like, she doesn't ever just hang out in the kitchen. She just fucking is Emma's shadow the entire time she's in the kitchen with those. And then like when like and she goes in the kitchen, even if it's for not the biscuits, she's like, "Yeah, biscuits."
Think about it this way though. That dog, like the dog loves the way the treats taste. Imagine how much, like how good they would taste to her when they're fresh with that smell. That's good because they smell way better than us. It's gonna be driving her nuts.
Pumpkin pie. She would crush some pumpkin pie.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Robert, what is your power ranking of pies?
This is a tough one, just because I'm not a fan of any of them. But I guess I'll put
course you're
apple
not.
pie at number
Like,
one.
apple pie is harmless. It's hard to hate apple pie, isn't
Yeah.
it?
I'll go
Yeah.
apple, pecan.
Ooh, I did not expect that at 2 for you. Cream pie could go
Pumpkin.
better.
Cream, and then American.
Wow. Yeah. Just that's the Saudi loyalty of Robert coming out right
he's
now.
not
Putting
supposed to
American
enjoy
5.
it. Okay. Oh, well, and then the cream pie, he's not supposed to enjoy it. You know? Or no, she's not supposed to enjoy it. I don't know what their rules are over there.
Only rule I know is that it's American in it, so Saudi Rob just can't be in favor of it.
Yeah, Saudi Bob is not down for it.
I don't hear any denials.
He's not denying any of it.
I think that if you asked me
Damning
to
evidence.
repeat my answers, I couldn't.
I could. There's apple, pecan, pumpkin, cream, and American. Remember, America was at the bottom of yours. Although it was number 5 on mine, I justified that apple's more American than American pie. But on yours, I'm flipping it around and judging. Because you have a history the last 2 weeks, all right, pal?
That doesn't seem
The
fair.
loyalist. An anti-American loyalist.
It's a shame. It's a damn shame.
That was a good one. That was a really
That
good power
Saudi
ranking.
oil money really got to Robert.
It's right. He sold out. Next one. This is from this is an emailed one. This is from Dan Lorick. I feel like he's written it before, but it's been a long time if he has, and if not, welcome on board, Dan. Dan says, "Where do you draw the line when it comes to stealing from hotel rooms?"
I draw it exactly where I think they'll charge me for anything that's missing. So like little
That's a good
shampoo,
one.
shit like that, take that all you want. Maybe 1 or 2 towels. Maybe if you want to. I've got enough towels at home. I don't do that. But like anything past that, I feel like they're gonna be like, well, we have to charge them because this is now missing from the room.
Yeah. See, if it's something that gets restocked, I think that it's fair game. The Bibles, I think you can even take the Bibles. Like I don't
Do they even
like,
put Bibles in
don't-
hotel rooms anymore?
I mean, I know that they did before. I've known people that have taken them, but it's like I'm just like I feel like it's bad karma. Like take the Bible, so like or the Quran or Book of Mormon, whatever it is. It's in your hotel room. I don't judge. Like, but I have taken the occasional towel, like not intentionally, but like somehow it just like ends up in your bag. Like you throw it on your bag after you get out of the shower, and just like you're like, oh shit, there's a partially wet towel in here. And you're like, well, I probably got charged for that. And I don't ever check because I don't want to know. But like, towel is it. Towel is the line.
Yeah, like you
Because
can't
like,
steal a sconce or
robe.
something.
Is the robe too much? The robe is too far. Stealing a
here's the
hotel
problem.
robe. Stealing a hotel robe is too far.
I don't stay anywhere that has robes. I don't stay anywhere nice enough to have robes. But also, like, I feel like if it's that nice, they can afford to do it, but they'll also know that the robe is missing and it's a nice hotel and they will charge you for it.
Yeah.
So
like
I'd
nice
be very
hotels want to
careful about
charge you.
robes.
When we that suite that I had for my groomsmen and everybody for my wedding, remember that night I was just like we had been out, we had gone to the rehearsal dinner, and we got back and people were like just munching on the snacks that were there, and like my parents had provided like they got like cold cuts and stuff and like had it out on like a tray, and somebody was like opening Reese's like, are you fucking eating the like $75 Reese's? What are you doing? And it's like, well, oh, I didn't know. And it's like, yeah, they set it there so that they can take count and be like, well, the Reese's isn't there. These pretzels aren't there. Cool. That's $45. Like like
But you never heard of a hotel before?
Rich hotels know they can charge you for that stuff. And I think some places do like even encourage you to take the robes, but like, yeah, they're going to charge you. So like, to me, it's like toiletries, anything that they restock every day, like good to go. Yellow, like that's green light. Green light is okay. So to me,
Toilet paper.
To me, green light is anything that's like shampoo, soap. Even I guess if you want to go toilet paper, whatever. And then yellow light.
I wouldn't. I'm just saying you could. I buy better toilet paper than fucking hotel toilet paper.
Yellow light, towel. Like you take a towel accidentally, maybe even if you want to just like throw one in. But then after that, it's like anything above towel. That is stealing, and that's where I draw the line on stealing from hotels. Can we agree on that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever stolen from a hotel, Robert?
No. I mean, like the soaps, and shampoos, yeah. But not even a towel.
Robert seems like the guy that would steal the TV remote just to really inconvenience the next person.
Sometimes there are water bottles in there, and even those, I'm like, I don't know if I can.
Right? Yeah,
if it's the big one,
the
the little baby ones, I think they're good. But it's like if it's the big one or if it's in a refrigerator, I'm just like, that's probably $12.
Yeah, if it's sitting on the table, I think it's fair game. If it's in a fridge,
if it's a large one on the table, though,
gonna charge you for, I'm like, But here's the thing, also, like if it's in their own wrapper, like if they took off the Dasani label and put their own label on it, it's usually it's. No, I actually have found that normally I don't think they will
charge you for their own water at that point. I don't know. I'm always hesitant with that stuff. And then to me, it's like they always give you the cups that are probably not washed, but whatever those cups are, always they just fill it with fucking sink water.
Yeah, that's what I do.
They give you plenty of those.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody stole, or no, they didn't steal. Like we had walked around the night before my wedding, and somebody had one of their glasses from the hotel, and like we were smoking cigars, and they were like, "Hey, I finished with my drink. I just put it in your backpack, and I forgot to take it out. And I have a hotel."
You earned it.
Scotch glass. But it was like that was an accidental steal, just like the towels. Like I've never been like, hey, putting this towel in my bag. I've just like somehow like gotten home with towels before.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, but I don't intentionally take, but sometimes, I'll take this shampoo. Yeah, I'm low on conditioner at home. This will get me one more day.
A little life hack, and a lot of my life hacks sometimes I make up, but this is a real life hack that I found out on a spring break one year. I had stayed in Galveston with a buddy, and this probably doesn't work now, but the toll road things used to be like, I think weighted, so you would just throw change in it, and it would be like however much weight the change was, that would be like what opened the arm. And we were leaving the hotel, and I just grabbed a big thing of like the little bar soaps that they had. I just grabbed a bunch of them, like 20. Like the cart was fucking outside. I just fucking grabbed it, like what was left, and just kept going. And when we got to like, I didn't know what I was gonna do with it, but when we got to the thing for the change, like we did the change in the first time, and we got to the second, I was like, wait, and I just threw 2 bars of soap into the change thing, and the arm went Precome, and it just opened up. And so we were just throwing like 2 bars of soap in for the rest of our ride home, and it opened up every single time. And I was like, no way that was legal. But I think we just beat the system. It's probably like, I don't know if you can still pay with change anymore, but that was a little life hack I learned.
I love
That
it.
was like over 10 years ago, but I just remember being like,
Fuck them and their
what?
taxes.
When we saw the arm go up, we're like, we figured it out.
Dude,
By
it was
golly, we
like,
get it.
I want to say it was Beltway 8 when they first built it. They said, we're going to charge tolls on this only until it's paid off. And then we're going to cut it off. And then the paid off, and they're like, wait, this is a good revenue stream for the government. And they just kept the tolls on it. So fuck them. Fuck them.
Yeah, no, fuck them. And then there's also people that like privately own, like that now, like they privately own the tolls. So the toll goes like to like an individual sometimes.
Wait,
Fucking
what?
stupid. Yeah, I've heard
You can
that.
do
I
that?
don't think in Texas. I think in like California and shit.
Oh, I was going to
I-
say, if I can buy a toll, that's my life
That'd be pretty sick.
fucking goal now.
So yeah, we draw the line after like towels. And then like after towels, we starting at robes. Like that's where we stop stealing from hotels. That's like really stealing. It's not stealing if you're taking the other stuff. Just like you take the phone, you take the cord out, you just leave with just the headset.
Just shit that'll really like steal the light bulb out of the lamp. Just shit that's going to
You always
really
have-
inconvenience.
You always have fresh bulbs at home.
Open up the drawer, unscrew it from the inside, and take the handle.
The curtains.
You just get an email 3 days later. Don't ever come back.
You're banned at all La Quintas.
Not the La Quinta.
Not the La Quinta. Last question we got this week. Raimundo Benavides at Kmundo B on Twitter. He says, if you could change the color of your pee to any color, what color would you pick?
So the first thing that popped in my head was green, just because it's my favorite color. But I think
gross.
I think red would be the best. So
How would you
you're in
ever know if
public-
you had blood in your pee, though? How would you ever
That's
know if
what-
you're peeing blood?
I mean, you want it, but you just kind of just plan on not pissing blood would be my thing. But I'm just saying, like, you go to a Stroh's game
No.
and you go to the trough and you just start peeing and you just start going like, ow, ow, just to freak with, like, fuck with other people and freak them out that think that you're pissing pure blood. That'd be really funny.
I guess that's one way to look at that question. There's a lot of answers you could have gone with, and that's one of them.
Yeah. What about you?
That's one of them. I wrote down clear.
Me too.
How
It
would you
just
know?
look like I was hella hydrated?
See, that's more dangerous than mine, though, because how would you know when you're dehydrated? I mean, I guess I know you'd feel dehydrated, but sometimes you feel hydrated and your piss is
But I would
very
look.
very dark, and you're like, oh, I
always-
guess
but
I'm not as
you feel
hydrated as I
down.
thought.
Feel down on yourself.
But
Like,
but that's what I'm saying. There's
dehydrated
times
as fuck.
there's times when you're not hydrated, and your pee will tell you that, but you didn't know that. I think yours is more dangerous than mine.
I would go clear. And like if that's not a color, then blue if I had to pick a color. But I also think that yellow is like the perfect color for pee. Like I think yellow is it's an accurate color for like what piss should look like.
Mm-hmm.
I concur. If I'd rather
It's water,
change the
but it's
color
like
of my
that's not
poop.
water. That's piss.
I think it would be more fun to change the color of your poop.
You just put food coloring in your food or your beer. Remember when we would make like the green beer without having like when you go to the bar, they like put the little drop in the whole keg and so it like disperses equally. We would have parties in high school and we would just buy food coloring and be like, oh, you want a beer? And then everybody's mouth and teeth would be green, and then you just poop green for like 2 days because
Yep.
it was all dye.
I would want my poop to look like sherbet colors. I think that would be fun.
Dude, we got Neapolitan.
Like light orange. and like blue.
A little pink, white, and then the chocolate.
I want my poop to just look like giant corn kernels.
This is turning everybody off that's listening.
I think that would be the funniest.
Robert, you would go clear, but if you had to pick a color,
Other
and
than
it couldn't
yellow,
be yellow. Yeah,
yeah. Other than yellow, then I think blue. That's
blue is cool.
yeah.
Or purple to be like super H-Town.
Yeah, you could pick
That guy's
orange.
Pissing
Yeah,
leaves.
could go
pick-
orange.
You could piss the colors of the Astros.
He's pissing purple drink. That'd be sick though.
I wake up in the morning and I piss Astros.
That'd be tight. But yeah, I think yellow is a cool color. Yellow is a good color for piss. But blue would also be kind of sick too. So that was a good question. All good questions. This was a really great crop of answers questions. If you got some Christmas themed ones, hit us up, #PTG answers. If you have regular ones, we're going to get to them for the next year too. So let's start stockpiling them, guys. This is how you get into the Gravies Awards, guys. You start interacting with us, start submitting stuff. Maybe we don't use your stuff every week. We don't not see it. We still see it. And that puts you in consideration for the Gravies Awards at the end of the year. You guys start, if you're not nominated for as many Gravies or any Gravies that you wanted to be nominated for, start working on next year. All right, guys. We love y'all. Y'all are the best. I have a podcast talking soccer, talking football. I get to vent about the Giants every single week. It's called the Claire and Big Blue Podcast with myself and my buddy Mike Fish. You can listen to it wherever you get in this podcast. You can also watch it on our YouTube channel. Just search Claire and Big Blue Podcast. Robert has a podcast with his wonderful girlfriend Sam, and it's called A Recent Study Suggests. And they are at A Recent Study Pod on Twitter and Instagram. And just you can find them on Facebook as well. And then their words, not mine, their favorite Middleton they had on the podcast this week when I listened to it. I was listening and taking notes. They had my wife on. Robert's favorite Middleton is my wife. So good to know, Robert. Wow. I think I'm technically your boss. So good to let me know that as I
You were supposed to hear that.
I'm Ryan in the office. Yeah, they threw it in right at the end. He's like, I know Alex is it. Listen, I was like, I fucking listen every second. Every second. They had this week, y'all were talking about why women are so interested in serial killers. And if you are not convinced that my wife is going to murder you or murder me by the end of this episode this week, then you ain't listening hard enough, because it's like she absolutely is going to murder me. But now we've got evidence for that. But it was a great episode this week, so go check out A Recent Study Suggests. Spooktacular, guys, this Saturday, December 17th. Get there at noon. We're going to go on at 1. The Homebrewed Brass Ensemble goes on after us. Santa will be there after that. We got food from Campville Creole and the Fix by PR, the best beer on the planet, Southern Star Brewing Company, best tap room in the world will be there. It's going to be awesome. Wear your Christmas shit. If you got any past Gravy merch, wear that too. The 2022 Gravies Awards all going down. Buy the beanies. I mean, they'll get there after.
Incredibly comfortable, guys.
Pat's wearing one right now. I have one right here.
He's got black on white. I got black on black. Best possible color scheme.
My Spooktacular fit already. I'm wearing the Good News I Saw a Dog Today Christmas sweater. We also have the Gravy Gang sweaters. That's what I got for the Spooktacular this year. Very excited to break out that bad boy. But we will see you guys Saturday. We love you guys. Y'all are the best. At Pass Gray Pod, I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at not Pat Dion. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to podcasts. Share us with a friend. We really would appreciate that. That's the best way to help us grow. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Watch every video version of this podcast every week. If you're listening to us, you can also watch us. Pass the Gray Podcast on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel as well. Have a great rest of your week. We will see those of you go into the Spooktacular this Saturday, and until next time, pass the gravy. Yeah, bitches.
I ain't never seen nothing that'll make me go this crazy all night spending all my dough. Had $1 million vibe and a bottle to go. Them birthday cakes, holy fuck.